It's time once again to showcase the samurai spirit as Pride Fighting Championships brings you Bushīdo 5, Team Japan versus the world from Osaka Castle Hall here in Japan. I'm Mauro Ranallo alongside El Guapo Boss Rune, and tonight it is all about the way of the warrior as Team Japan faces athletes from the United States, Canada, Brazil, the Ukraine, and Australia. And what a main event we have in store for you as the breakout star of the Bushīdo series, Japan's ultra-exciting Takanori Gomi, goes up against American King of the Cage veteran Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. Now, Boss, Gomi has looked sensational in reeling off 3 consecutive victories in Bushīdo. What makes this guy such a dangerous fighter?
You know what, Mauro? We are very fortunate here at the Pride Fighting Championships because we have the best all-round fighters in the world. Bam, and there you have it. Gomi is the whole package. He can punch, he can kick, knees are flying all over the place, submissions, takedowns, he's got the right head on his mind, he's thinking everything. There you have it.
Yeah, and let's face it, with the success that he has enjoyed in Bushīdo, right now he is super popular in Japan. I mean, his popularity is sky high.
It is so sky high that he might need a bodyguard. Bodyguard? Wait a minute.
What?
Bodyguard.
What the heck did you get that?
Bodyguard magazine. Look at that. I think that I'm going to give this to Gomi before he's going to fight because he's going to lead a lot of bodyguards, and you can find him in this magazine actually.
Well, while he reads Bodyguard magazine, recognize that face, we'll talk about his opponent, Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, who was making his Pride debut, and if there's one thing Crazy Horse doesn't lack, it's confidence. Right, Boss?
Absolutely.
Boss,
yes,
we're doing an opening here, man.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, let me take a look at that. Well, you talk about Crazy Horse's self-confidence.
His confidence is sky high. I mean, he was so relieved that they actually left him into the country here. And we said, why? And he said, because I'm carrying these guns. That's why. So he's very charismatic, very colorful, a lot of trash talking. But hey, tonight is going to be fighting and not talking. Let's see what he can do in the ring.
Yeah, it should be a very entertaining matchup. Gomi versus Crazy Horse Bennett. It is the main event of Bushīdo 5. Also on the card tonight, Canadian Carlos Newton looks to get back on track against Rio Chonan. Now, in his last 2 fights, the Ronin suffered 2 consecutive losses, and he admittedly said he wasn't focused, and right now he's at a bit of a crossroads because he has admitted that for the rest of his career he's going to have to fight in a heavier weight class. How do you think he's going to do at 185 pounds?
Okay, now, I think the best thing for a fighter to do is to fight at the weight that you normally walk around with. You have these fighters that lose like 10, 15, sometimes even 20 pounds in the weeks before the event, and then the day of the when they have the weigh-in, just after they weigh in, and that's only 1 day before the fight, they think that they're going to gain that weight again by just drinking water. Now, trust me when I tell you, it's not working like that. You're going to lose a lot of power and a lot of endurance. With that said, I think that Carlos Newton is going to do great tonight.
All right, Pride veteran Igor Vovchanchin squares off against Shimoji Fuji. For Ice Cold, it's his 22nd appearance in a Pride ring. To what do you attribute his career longevity?
I don't know. I think his mind, he's got such a strong mind. Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchin. And let's talk about his whole body. I mean, you shook his hand. It feels like a brick. This guy has thicker, double the size of my bones. He's got everything thick. Thick muscles, thick skin. The guy looks just like unbreakable.
You know what? He's 31 years of age. He's been in countless MMA wars. Do you still think he has enough left to be considered a contender in the heavyweight title picture?
31 years old? You're gonna be kidding,
well,
right?
No,
Let me see it. I'm 39 years old, okay? Yeah. I think I was the strongest when I was from 30 till 33. I could make 1-arm pull-ups. I can't do that anymore. So 31 is a very good age.
I was trying to make the point, though, Boss, that considering all the abuse he's been through and all the punishment he's had to take with the countless battles he's been in, that maybe he's an old 31.
No, you know what? This is where Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchin comes back. He fought 8 months ago, and although he won that fight, I think he's going to do even better. I think tonight we're going to see a totally new and improved Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchin.
As you can see, he's the Cain to my Abel.
At the age of 31.
Thank you very much. Tonight, it is going to be the lightning-quick lightweights, the hard-hitting heavyweights, and of course, the fighters who want to prove that they belong in Pride's big shows. It is Team Japan versus the world. We hope you enjoy Bushīdo 5. Boss, the seasons have changed, but the one thing that remains constant is Pride Fighting Championships' promise to deliver the best mixed martial arts action on the planet. And tonight, Pride Fighting Championships authors its 5th chapter in the Bushīdo series as Team Japan takes on the world.
Wow, and what a show it is promising to be. A lot of good fighters. The return of Igor Vovchanchyn, I want to see that one. Here we got the announcement of the fighters.
Yes, the parade of fighters is about to begin. From the vaunted Shurei Box Academy, undefeated in Pride, it's Mauricio Shogun Hua.
The one that never stops, non-stop fights.
His opponent, the wandering Golden Wolf, Yasuhito Namakawa. He wants to prove to Shogun that he is the alpha male tonight.
Well, he's got to do something first.
We saw his twin, Matt Foki, in action. Now it's Mal Foki's turn tonight, and he takes on the returning Centauryu, who wants to avenge the loss against Giant Silva in the first round of the Pride Heavyweight Tournament.
What a fight that was, and here he is, Centauryu.
Luis Buscape Firmino is back, and he looked pretty good in his debut as he submitted Hiroki Abe. He takes on another Japanese fighter wanting to prove his worth, Masakazu Imanari. There we have Ryuki Ueyama making a return to Pride Fighting Championships tonight. And fresh off a return from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, it's Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa. He loves to travel, he loves to train all over the world, and tonight he represents Japan.
And there we have him, Igor Vovchanchyn, and he's looking good and relaxed.
Vovchanchyn fresh off a victory over Dan Bobish at Pride 27, which was held here in Osaka Castle Hall, takes on Shomoji Fuji, who in his Pride debut defeated Kim Jin-Oh of Korea. A man with lots to prove now at a crossroads in his career, having moved up in weight. Carlos the Ronin Newton, one of the most popular fighters in Japan from around the world. He'll take on Ryo Chonan, who gave Ricardo Almeida all he could handle before losing in his Pride debut. Boss, this guy comes to Pride with all kinds of credentials. Another member of the Gracie family, Crossley Gracie.
Yeah, I saw the footage in the Bushīdo, and he is great. Great fighter.
His opponent, Hayato Maha Sakurai, submitted Brady Fink at Bushīdo 4. This guy no doubt can talk the talk. We're about to find out if he can walk the walk, boss. It's Crazy Horse Charles Bennett from America. He'll be in the main event tonight against the man that Japan has fallen in love with, Mr. Bushīdo Takanori Gomen.
And what a fighter this is. Total, complete package, like I said in the opening.
It is Bushīdo 5. It's Team Japan versus the world. It's the spirit of the samurai. Shogun Hua is 22, 5'10", 205 pounds with a record of 2-0 in Pride Fighting Championships. Yasuhito Namakawa is 29, 5'11", 192 pounds, 1-0 in pride.
Wow, Mauro, this is going to be a great fight. You watch Mauricio.
Tremendous way to kick off Bushīdo 5 here with Mauricio Shogun returning to Pride Fighting Championships, and Namakawa coming off a victory over Edegis Valavijus with the guillotine choke at Bushīdo 2, avenging a loss to Valavijus at a rings event in 2001. Of course, Shogun, also undefeated in Pride at 2-0, made his debut in October of 2003 at the initial Bushīdo event, coming off with a flying knee to kick off the matchup, boss.
And that was a good knee to the solar plexus there, and he will not stop. Once he goes, he will keep going. Last time it was unbelievable, like 9.5 minutes non-stop of fighting.
We talked about his debut. He used a flying knee to knock out Mr. Pride, Akira Shoji, and then at Bushīdo 2, he TKO'd Akihiro Gono with strikes. So we know that he is a very well-rounded fighter coming from the Shooting Box Academy in Brazil, and a good start for Mauricio Shogun here at Bushīdo 5.
Ooh, knee that should have been a little bit higher. We had nice inside leg knees there.
His opponent Namakawa, known more for his submission fighting, boss.
Yeah, but he's got to take him down to the ground first, and as you can see, Shogun has a real good takedown defense. Stays away with his hips, all the way back from him.
Got the underhook, overhook. Lock going now to Shogun along the ropes, and of course here in Bushīdo with the 1 10-minute and 1 5-minute round, the mandate is action. Looking for the trip takedown is Shogun, has him in the corner now. There's a nice knee right to the face.
Double underhook almost. Oh, and a high kick there.
Oh,
and there
left hand
look at this.
The canvas. And it looks like Namakawa's in some trouble here, boss.
Yep.
Right hands are just raining down now from Shogun.
Oh, look at that. That is a patented box kick.
Yep.
There, look at
After
this.
Vanderlei Silva, his stablemate, and Shogun looking very effective here in the early going of round number 1. And he definitely has focused on weightlifting and conditioning, doing a lot of swimming, always in great shape, but he looks to be in the best shape that we've ever seen him here in Pride Fighting Championships, boss. Now he's got his back.
He's got his back, and he's working non-stop. It's like I said, you know, you saw him the last time, he will keep going and going. He won't stop. He's got an unbelievable amount of energy.
And it doesn't look like Namakawa able to really defend himself intelligently from the back.
Yep, and it's under.
Rear naked choke.
No, he defends it.
Whoa. And a good turnaround. Nice reversal by Namakawa. Into the open guard now. May go for a leg lock. No, nice up kick delivered by Shogun. Boss, the mandate is action, and we are seeing it here in the first matchup of Bushīdo 5.
Yep. It's unbelievable how these guys keep going.
Looking for the single leg is Shogun, back up to their feet. Nice takedown there. Now he'll try to pass the guard. You can see some blood beginning to trickle out of the mouth of Namakawa, not in a dangerous place whatsoever. Tried to deliver some elbows there to the shoulder blade, and now you see there's Shogun reining in those right hands, boss.
Yeah, he's got solid right hands, and those elbows to the shoulder blades, they could land on the collarbone. If it breaks the collarbone, it's the end of the fight.
If he can,
nice here, half guard,
yep.
Probably going to go to the side now.
Exactly, looking for that side
there
control,
we go.
And there you have it now.
This is very dangerous for Namakawa.
Ah, but look at Namakawa, and he catches the kick to the face, and there's that stomp attempt. Shogun continues to stalk his opponent. He is all over Namakawa and continues to just rain in those strikes. Namakawa, give him full credit though, trying to stay alive, and how much more can he sustain here, as it's been a Brazilian onslaught courtesy of Shogun, and it looks like for a minute there he had his foot, boss, from underneath.
Yeah, but all the shootbox guys, they are so good in escaping leg locks. Look at this. It looks like almost he doesn't want to fight now anymore because it's going to be over. He's getting so much punishment. Look at this.
Now he's striking him from underneath the armpit. There's Shogun quickly glancing over at the referee, Yuji Shimada, wondering how much more of this barrage he's going to allow. Now he's got full mount.
Yep, not good. Not good for Namakawa.
But
And now he's
Namakawa
got the
has
choke.
it, and there it
He's got
is.
it under.
Full rear naked choke here.
No, he's got the
and
arm
he
in
releases
between.
it.
Yeah, you know he has only one leg. He should have both legs around him.
Didn't get the full hooks in there.
But he might go, no, looked like he went for would go for an armbar, but
What a fast pace, though, boss, for the first 5 minutes of round number 1. And this is what Shogun and all the Shoot Box Academy is known for. We saw this against Akihiro Gono, and there's another soccer kick to the head, a stomp to the face, and how much more is Namakawa going to take?
oh, nice aiming there.
I mean, this Namakawa can take a shot.
5 minutes. I told you, he's not gonna stop. Once he starts, he is not gonna stop. Look at this, side mount. He should rain knees to the body. I mean,
That's a good
Namakawa
point.
is tired. Knees to the body right now would be a very effective weapon.
Obviously, he has mauled his head,
Look
and
at
now if he
this.
goes to work on his body, I mean, how much more can he sustain? He's got his back
Now
again.
he's got it. Oh, no.
It's interesting that he attempts, it seems, to set him up for the rear naked, and then all of a sudden he goes to the body, and is it because, why is that, boss? Why isn't he
I
not
don't know,
going to
armbar
sink it?
coming
He's
up.
going for the armbar now.
Yep. Yeah,
Not
he
able to
could lose
extend the
position.
arm. Yup, it's interesting.
It's always dangerous when somebody's in all fours to make an armbar like that.
And
He
in the
could lose
position as well in the ring.
Yep.
Oh, man, look at his face.
And
Namakawa's
here
going to be
comes-
forced to
Oh,
put his
my God.
modeling career on hold after this matchup, boss. I mean, Shogun just absolutely
And
destroying him.
that's it.
Super Mauricio Shogun! And the winner from Brazil, Mauricio Shogun!
Unbelievable, but true. Mauricio Shogun wins via TKO due to the referee stoppage.
第1試合1ラウンド6分2秒ノックアウトにより勝者マウリシオ・ショーグン
6 minutes and 2 seconds into the first round. By a knockout, the winner, Mauricio Shogun.
Anyway, it was a good stoppage because look at him laying here. He doesn't want to have anything anymore.
スカイランド TV 勝利賞として賞金が贈られます
And here we have Shogun. And look at the replay now. Nice knee to the head there.
ではマウリシオ選手に大石を宣言の紹介いたします
We're gonna get the soccer kick. And there we go. And the stomp kick. Yep, there it is. And look how he escaped that leg, you know. Namikawa was grabbing his foot, but he easily turned away, pulled it out. Easy. And again, in the replay, front bang. That was pretty much the end of this fight. It was the end of the fight.
Definitely a one-sided affair as Mauricio Shogun Hua improves to 3-0 in Pride Fighting Championships, but Yasuhiro Namakawa proving to everyone that he has the fighting spirit, the Bushīdo spirit, but he ends up taking a beating, and at 6 minutes and 2 seconds of the opening round, the winner via TKO, Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Hello, everybody. I'm here backstage with Santorio. Santorio, how are you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, business right away. Last time, say 6 months ago, you fought a giant. I mean, that was a difficult task. How do you feel about that fight?
Well, I guess you could say I lost with a bad, unexperienced. I only had 2 months to go into that fight. So after the fight, I feel much better now. And, it's a tough loss. Took him down and everything was looking great until he grabbed my arm and the unexperienced part just came out.
So, but you have been working on that unexperienced part?
Yes, after that, I was really upset of my unexperience, and I want to learn a little bit more of the ground technique. And since then, I have been going to a jiu-jitsu dojo, learning some defense mainly. Next time, never know, another guy might give me an arm locker, so I'll know more how to escape from that.
And stamina-wise, everything is, I mean, compared to 6 months ago, what would you say? It's like it's dramatically improved?
Well, it has improved a lot. I've done a lot of running and a lot of tire pulling up the hill and stuff like that, and I've lost 10 kilograms. And I've shaped up since my last fight in April, so I feel real good this time.
Perfect. That is for the people at home. It's 22 pounds. That's a lot of pounds, by the way. Now, tonight, the fight of the night. I mean, your opponent is the same height as you. What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be a pounding fight, I believe. From what I've heard, he's not much of a ground technique guy, so I'm not either. So just going to go at it, and it'll be a good fight.
It's going to be a brawl, or do you think you will take it to the ground like you did with the Giant?
Yeah, I'm hoping to take him down too and get on top of him and just pound him until he gives up or gets KO'd, one or two.
They're twin brothers. Aren't you afraid they're going to pull a Houdini on you, that they in the corner once after the first round, if it goes the first round, that they go pull a trick and then the twin brother jumps in, totally new or fresh?
I'll keep my eye on him.
Okay, wait a minute. I know I'm not wearing my glasses, but this is ridiculous. I'm seeing double here now. You're...
I'm Mal.
You're?
I'm Matt.
Okay, wait a minute. You fought Alexander Emelianenko last time on Bushīdo, right?
That's right.
And you're fighting...
Centurion.
So, in speaking about your debut, what does it mean for you to be here in Japan and fighting on the Bushīdo series?
Oh, it's a huge honor to be here. It's a big phenomenon back in Australia. Pride, and each fighter endeavours to bring themselves over here, and it's just a huge honour to be here.
Talk a little bit about the MMA scene in Australia. What's it like? Is it becoming bigger? Where is it right now?
It is starting to grow. There's probably about 4 promotions where we're from, with another 1 or 2 starting to make their appearance on the scenes now. So it is up and coming.
Talk a little bit about your opponent, Santoryu. He already has faced Giant Silva here in Pride during the heavyweight tournament. You guys seem to be physically, same size in terms of the height and stuff. How do you think he matches up with you?
I think it's a pretty good matchup. What he has on me in size and weight-wise, I think I'll be able to equal it with a bit more speed and maybe a bit more fitness.
Okay, and what other talents do you think you bring to a Pride ring?
Just pure aggression. I know the crowd wants to see a good fight. I just want to get out there and just go hard.
戦いより本日の第2試合を行います。青コーナーよりマルザ・ツインタイガー選手の入場です。
This next matchup at Bushīdo 5 pits the Twin Tiger, Mal Foki. As you see him preparing to walk to the ring, boss, and he'll take on Santoryu. So in this matchup, we have the Twin Tiger taking on the Fighting Dragon, and you see the Twin Tigers making their way to the ring. And
who's the one who's going to fight?
Yeah, which
one?
Twin is going to see action? I wonder if they've done any chewing gum endorsements in their native Australia.
I can't say that. I really don't know. What I do know, I think this is going to be a brawl. I really think those guys will go full at it.
All right, well, we do know that he is, well, making his debut in Pride, and overall in his mixed martial arts career, he is 5-2. In his last outing, he lost to Brad Morris via TKO at an XFC event this past August. He has participated in Spartan Reality Fighting and Extreme Fighting Championships events down under. He has been in MMA training for 2.5 years, has a rugby background, and he feels that he is going to knock out Santoryu in the first round.
これより第1試合を行います。青コーナー175センチ、120キロ。マルザ・ツインタイガー
Mal Foki is 28'5'9", 243 pounds. This is his debut in Pride Fighting Championships.
175センチ、128キロ。瀬戸理恵
Santoriu is 35, 5'10", 280 pounds. He's 0-1 in Pride. Boss, our first heavyweight matchup here at Bushīdo 5.
Same height, some big weight difference here. I'm guessing this is going to be a brawl. Like I said before, you watch.
And because of the weight difference, they have agreed, though, to the 4-point attack on the ground. Santoriu, in fact, has lost 10 kilograms since we last saw him in his debut against Giant Silva in the first round of the Pride Heavyweight Tournament. He's lost some weight, now weighing 280 pounds, catches Mal Foki with the right hand off the bat, and they're engaging here, boss.
I told you, it's going to be a brawl. Look, it's going to be a stand-up war, this.
And we see that Santoriu with that weight knocked him down, and look at him, the hammer strikes, it's over! Santoriu has definitely used that weight advantage, and boy, he said that he felt a lot better losing that weight, more agile, more energy, more power, and he makes short work of the twin tiger Mal Foki, who at, 21 seconds of the opening round goes down to defeat at the hands of the Fighting Dragon.
You see, now that is easy money there, you know, you don't break a sweat, get some little kind of a workout. And then the $2 million, you know, it's always good money, $2 million bucks. Huh?
What a interesting story for Santoriu, of course, who was involved with sumo here in Japan for 15 years, achieved Makuuchi status, which is one level lower than supreme status of Yokozuna. Injuries precluded him from going further. He was born on an Air Force base in Japan. His mother is Japanese, father American, raised in St. Louis. Played high school football. There you see Kazushi Sakuraba, trains at the Takata Dojo, and right now a very happy fellow, evening his record in Pride at 1-1, and boss, 21 seconds worth of action. Let's go through it.
Yep, he stands like a southpaw, but he's got a very strong right hand. Look at this. It is like he is right-handed, but stands like a southpaw. See? Very strong punching power there, very explosive. Look at this.
We saw Foki attempt a knee up the middle, but got caught and was knocked out by Santoriu, who now has the microphone.
Whoa, look at that right hook. Yeah, I bet you he's right-handed.
Telling the crowd he's very happy, and why wouldn't he be? And he's telling the crowd here in Osaka that he knocked out his opponent for them. And he's telling them that sumo is very strong, and he just proved it. So even though he is now a mixed martial arts fighter, still very much part of the sumo family, and of course sumo in Japan, many thousands of years of tradition. And for Santoriu, definitely a great night here at Bushīdo 5. One more time, boss, let's take a look at the knockout.
Yep, he's gonna come with the right hook. Whoa, yep, it's inside hand. Also interesting what Santoriu told me after the interview. He said last time when he fought, it kind of, in sumo, they don't breathe. They go in one time because it's only 30 seconds or 1 minute. And he said he totally forgot to breathe last time. That's why he were running out of gas.
Well, it's funny that you say they don't breathe, because tonight the Fighting Dragon was breathing fire at Bushīdo 5. Bushīdo is 22, 5'8", 158 pounds, 1-0 in Pride Fighting Championships. Masakazu Imanari is 28'5'5", 148 pounds. This is his debut in Pride. Boss, we see some intensity here in the stare down. Both these fighters definitely comfortable on the ground. In fact, Imanari refers to himself as a 100% ground fighter, and you know Buscape with the Brazilian top team background, he is well versed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep, and what we also know, I'm sorry, is that Imanari is wearing earrings. I saw 4 holes. Oh, look at that. Flying knee. And he goes there right away for the choke. You watch. Gonna change hand positions. Could be a neck crank from this position. First of all, he needs to grab both legs over. Ah, nice.
Knee ride there by Buscape, but look from underneath, going for the armbar, but is it Imanari?
Whoa, he pulled it out. Very nice. Now he's gonna go for leg locks, and watch out. Because Imanari is very good at leg locks.
He loves the leg locks. He said he is a little nervous about his Pride debut, and maybe some of that nervous energy is being shown right away, but these two going right at it on the ground as we expected. And side control now being exhibited by Buscape. And of course, Buscape in Portuguese means firework, and he is definitely a firecracker in the ring. Nice hammer strike by Buscape.
Great job in controlling the situation here. He wants to go for the side mount, but Imanari won't let him, which is a very smart thing. Oh, he's got it. Nope. Nice movement here from both fighters.
It's like a swivel there. On top is Buscape going from side to side, and now still with the side control. It was Imanari who told us in the pre-fight interviews that he wanted to be very quick and end the fight before Buscape gets on track. Unfortunately, that strategy not working so far. He's been training 9 years in grappling, Imanari, and there he gets a knee and another knee by Buscape.
Yep, and those are good knees. They come from the top. Look at that. And once you start mixing them up with from the side and the one from the top, then Imanari doesn't know anymore where it's going to come. It looks like as he pushes to the side, he can go for a side choke. No. The leg locks, he's looking for the legs.
Yeah, and we
and he's got a leg. No.
Very proficient at the leg locks, but there's an up kick by Imanari and another one. Now he's in the butt scoop position, and Buscape just biding his time on his feet, looking for another opportunity. And again, here in Bushīdo with a 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round, the referee will be forced to press the action. And don't forget, boss, as well in Bushīdo, there is the addition of the red cards, which are handed out at the discretion of the referees, and that's really just for the lack of action. And there's no quota to that. You can hand out as many as you like, and it is also 10% of the purse. So the fighters want to keep sustained action, and that's what we've seen thus far here at Bushīdo 5 from the Osaka Castle Hall.
So if you got 10, that means you have no money.
You're not going to get, yeah, we talked about that actually on the trip over.
Look at Buscape, beautiful side control here. He moves very, very fluid. Yes, that's the word. Oh, nice shots to the body here.
Fluid movements and some devastating body shots, and we saw a devastating right hook in our previous fight that ended in 21 seconds with Centuriu knocking out Mal Foki. And if you want to see Pride Fighting Championships hardcore knockouts, then make sure you tune in. Pay-per-view December 10th. Pride Fighting Championships, best knockouts ever. It'll be on pay-per-view, and look at these body shots, boss. Those aren't just taps to the body. Those are some nasty right hands to the rib cage being delivered by Buscape.
Yeah, but you know what he should do? He should make it hit with the wrist part of the bone, you know, the side of the hand, and hit it with that, like hammer wrist instead of hammer fist.
Hey, nicely done.
Hey, there you go. I got a patent it. Look at this choke. He's got a choke on him.
He must be working with Nogueira.
Again. Yeah. Look what this is. Yep, he's got the same move on him. He's got to move to the front, though. Whoa,
nicely done by him, but there's a hammer strike, and he's got to be careful exposing his head, but my goodness. Another great battle here between Buscape and Imanari at Bushīdo 5. And you can see that so far on this show, boss, all the fighters demonstrating that Bushīdo spirit, the way of the warrior, wanting to put on, you know, not only do they want to win, because obviously that's the name of the game, but they are here to showcase their skills and their fighting spirit, and that's what the Bushīdo series is all about.
Yep. And again, looking for the side mount.
And what should Imanari be doing right now from his position here, boss? Because he's allowing Bushīdo to get the side mount here.
As soon as Bushīdo goes for the knee right again, Imanari should buck up as high as he can and then see if he can reverse the situation.
Because it looks like Bushīdo is looking to set him up again for that choke, that unique choke that we saw just moments ago. And you're right, right now, Imanari needs to be exploding his hips, does he not?
Look, he's looking for a side choke here. Bushīdo has to jump to the other side though, but he doesn't have it really secure right now. Let's see what's going to happen. No, Imanari knows it and won't let him pass.
Halfway through round one. So far, a very entertaining matchup between Luis Bushīdo Firmino of Brazil and Japan's Masakazu Imanari. Now into the closed guard of Imanari. And you'll see Bushīdo try to posture up and perhaps rein in some lefts and rights, but Imanari is going to try to smother him, try to choke him out, if you will, boss, and try to close the gap because Bushīdo needs to create the separation if he wants to do any damage, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. The longer the punch, the strike travels, the more power it has. I bet you that if this continues for more than 20 seconds, the referee will put him up and bring him back on the feet.
And I think it's a testament to the fighters on this card so far that we haven't seen any red cards.
Oh yeah, the fights have been explosive. That's one thing for sure.
And there we go, the referee bringing both fighters back to their feet. The fans applaud. And we'll see if Imanari will engage in some stand-up because, again, he said there's a kick to the left leg of Bushīdo. Imanari calls himself a 100% ground fighter. There you see him go right to the ground to look for that leg.
Yep.
Very quick.
Very good at leg locks.
Again, while these two circle each other, you see Imanari again trying to attack the legs of Bushīdo. Don't forget, for all the news regarding the best MMA organization in the world, Pride Fighting Championships, for DVD ordering information, as you see Bushīdo back into the closed guard now, make sure you log on to pridefc.com for information on your favorite fighters' upcoming events. And of course, to order previous DVDs, it's all at pridefc.com. And of course, coming up on December 10th, it's Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts. I know, boss, you and I are both looking forward to being a part of that production. It's going to be a doozy.
Oh, yeah. Stop, don't move. That means they're going to restart the fight in the center of the ring in the same position. That's for the people who never saw a Pride or Bushīdo fight before.
And I know there
nice body shots
some
here.
Great body shots, and I know people are still discovering the Bushīdo series, and we appreciate those of you that are tuning in tonight and giving the lightweight fighters and those that are trying to prove that they do belong on Pride's big events an opportunity here, because you're seeing some of the best fighters, the hungriest fighters on the planet, show their stuff here at Osaka Castle Hall, and Bushīdo and Imanari. A bit of a war of attrition here, boss, in the later stages of round one, and there you see Bushīdo go right atop Imanari. Both of them had a little bit of a strategy in mind there.
Wow. Yeah, Luis Bushīdo just stood up and he said, okay, get on your feet. You know, he wanted the fight on his feet.
And you know that Imanari is really not going to take that bait because he is very comfortable in the position they find themselves in right now.
Yeah, I know, but hey, once he opens his guard, just like he did in the last, 30 seconds ago, then it's back on their feet. Bushīdo should really try to do some more damage here, go to the side mount and then start raining knees instead of the knee right, I guess. The punches are good, they're good solid punches. I think once they hit, you see the guards open now, closed again.
Bushīdo was 15 when he started training jiu-jitsu. He's now 22, and of course with Brazilian top team, one of the top teams in the world. Imanari, of course, at the age of 28, he's been training 9 years in grappling. And they, again, like you say, boss, good point. Bushīdo wants to bring it to the feet, and here we go. Last minute of round number one. And it looks like Imanari's on his bicycle now, boss.
Yeah, that's the running away technique.
But going for the single. No, he's back on his back here, and he's in a precarious position because you have the knee ride, and Bushīdo could be reining in those right hands here if he creates separation.
Yeah, but you know, to escape a knee ride, it's so easy. You buck up, and your opponent will lose the whole position here. He's going for the side choke again.
Into the full
Let me
mount.
see if he's got it. He can have it here. I don't know. Yes, he might have it.
He's along the ropes here is Imanari, and you're right. I mean,
He's got to jump to this side.
But he looks like he's running a real estate if he does.
No, he doesn't have it. It's next to his ear. The biceps from Imanari is on his ear. See, he doesn't really have it. It's not in his neck.
So he should. You're right, and if that's the case, boss, he's wasting needless energy.
Perfect. You're saying it perfect there. You know, you're going to run out of gas. You build up lactic acid, and then later in the fight, it's going to be a major factor.
What an awesome 10 minutes away, boss. I mean, really, you can't expect much more than that from these fighters. Masakazu Imanari making his debut. Your thoughts on his performance in the first 10 minutes, and then, of course, Bushīdo as well.
Hey, listen, I think both fights are very good. Of course, Louis Bushīdo, we saw him before in Pride, and he did real good there. Imanari, this is the first time, but the footage that we saw also about him, it was very good. He's very good at leg locks, and look at this here. He had that anaconda move in here. You see the same that Nogueira had, but he had to move to the front like Nogueira did, which he didn't do, and that's why he lost the position. Nice knee there.
Knee, yeah, from the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't see that before. Yeah, there's a lot of action. Look at this here.
Now,
look, he goes for a leg right away.
We've seen him attempt that a couple of times. What does he need to do differently in order to maybe succeed on one of those attempts, boss? Is there anything he could do differently?
No, not right now. Now they're sweating, and sweat's going to be a major factor, because if you want to grab the leg, it's going to slip out. If he was wearing shoes, look at this. Hey,
yeah,
let's jump over him.
Yeah. Little hurdle action there. Okay, now for Bushīdo, obviously he has to be pleased with his first 10 minutes.
No, I think, yeah, he's got to be pleased. But if I was him, I would take the side mount position, go for that position again, and start raining knees to the body and to the head. He was very good in the beginning. You remember when he dropped that knee from the top and the knee from the side? He should continue with that strategy.
All right, we're into the final round, the final 5 minutes, and let's hope it's just as exciting as the first 10 minutes was. It's Luis Bushīdo and Imanari again trying to go back to the same well. It was dry in the first round, and still, whoa, there he is now, finally snatches the leg, pulls him in, and he's looking for that leg lock, but Bushīdo, again, like you say, boss, the perspiration and the sweat, and Imanari is going to have to go back to the drawing board because it's not working right now.
Here we go again.
Back in the side position is Bushīdo.
You should start raining the knees now. Forget about the knee ride.
You're right.
It hasn't been effective till now, so do something else.
And this isn't sport jiu-jitsu. You're not going to be scored really with the knee ride in this stage of the game because we're judging the entire fight. And you're right. You should go for the knees instead of just wasting time with the knee ride if it's not going to be to his advantage.
Yep. That left knee now could do so much damage. Oh, nice sucker kick to the head.
Nice leg to the inside kick, a nice kick to the inside of Bushīdo's right thigh. But Bushīdo still looks very relaxed and very focused.
Whoa,
oh, misses with that knee. I mean, it's amazing that they're almost reading each other's minds in that Imanari wants to go for the legs, and at the same time, Bushīdo is going for a knee attack.
Nice low kick.
Nice kick.
Yep. Whoa, another nice right low kick here. And he should do it right away now too. Bam, while he walks away.
You know, it's obvious that Imanari is trying to play some sort of a psychological game here with Bushīdo, but really, boss, if Imanari wants to prevail in this matchup, even though he says he's a 100% ground fighter, it's obvious that Bushīdo wants to engage a bit, and Imanari is going to have to try to do that, even with that just grazing right hand, it looks like Imanari was in a little bit of trouble.
Yep. Yeah, as it looks now, Luis Bushīdo is going to take this fight. He's pressing the action, was constantly on top. On the feet, he was better. look at this. He's got a leg. He has a leg. Now let's see what he can do.
Oh, a nice heel strike.
Oh, Bushīdo could do a toe hold now on that foot here, on his right foot. He's got it inverted, pull with the push with the hand, and pull the toes to him and pull the heel up. So actually push the toes down and pull the heel up. That will be the finish of the move. This is a heel hook right here for Imanari, but it's very
Great
difficult.
escape by Bushīdo.
Yep, the corkscrew out escape is what I call it. Turn with the move and pull it out.
Into the final 2 minutes. And again, Imanari just goes right to the ground, pulls Bushīdo into his closed guard. But Imanari needs to turn it up a notch offensively here because, like you said, boss, it's Bushīdo's bout to lose, even though Imanari has been successful with the defensive aspect. But this is not about defense. You are looking to fight to finish here in Bushīdo, and that's what he needs to do. And look at the hammer strikes now by Bushīdo.
Yeah, it's looking very good for Bushīdo here.
But even Bushīdo, he wants to send a message to the promoters. He wants to send a message to the fans. He wants to either knock out or submit Imanari, and that's what we're going to probably see from him in the final minute and a half.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's going to unload, or the referee's going to put him back on their feet. Because in this situation, not a lot can really happen. Last 1 minute.
1 minute left in the last round.
You can see that Imanari's still looking to maybe go for an arm bar. He's tried the arm bars, he's tried leg locks, but it's been Bushīdo who's done the most damage, and it looks like Bushīdo has definitely had the upper hand, but there's some heel strikes now to the side of the body of Bushīdo. It's been a great fight. And we are into the final few seconds here now, less than 30 seconds remaining. In this matchup between Brazil's Luis Bushīdo and Japan's Masakazu Imanari.
On their feet. 15 more seconds. What's going to
Wow,
happen?
that's an interesting little side roll there by Imanari. But again, he finds himself on the bottom, and that's not going to win him much favor with the judges, boss.
Nope.
And there is the final bell. And we will go to the judges' scorecards here at Bushīdo 5. Another entertaining matchup between that man, Japan's Imanari, and Brazil's Bushīdo. And boss, we do have, of course, the judges' criteria, and we will call you Judge El Guapo here. And the first criteria, the effort to finish the fight by KO or submission. First of all, let's go through the replay.
There you go. He's trying to finish the fight right there. So that goes to Bushīdo.
Damaging your opponent.
Also Bushīdo, I would say.
Standing combinations and ground control, obviously.
Yep, Bushīdo.
Takedown and defense.
Yeah, everything. I think pretty much everything goes in favor of Bushīdo.
Aggressiveness.
The defense was very good for Imanari, but for the rest, Bushīdo all the way.
And the weight differences, of course, well, that Imanari was lighter, but you're right. I think as we await the judge's decision, I think it will go in the Brazilians' favor.
Judge Toyonaga, Bushīdo. Judge Miyake, Bushīdo. Judge Prato, Bushīdo. Yute, Shosha.
No surprise, really a well-earned victory. Unanimous decision for Luis Bushīdo.
By unanimous judgment call, the winner.
As he improves to 2-0 here in Pride Fighting Championships. An entertaining display of his skills, and for Masakazu Imanari, maybe he needs to work a little bit on his stand-up. And who knows, maybe we'll see him again here in Pride Bushīdo because obviously, you know, he's definitely got the heart and the fighting spirit, but he needs to work on that stand-up game, I think, if he wants to become a complete fighter and earn another shot here in Pride.
Listen, everybody knows in the Pride Fighting Championship, Bushīdo, everywhere, you need to know both. One thing is not gonna make you a star. Everything, punching, kicking, takedowns, takedown defense, grappling, submissions, and then you need the heart and you need the stamina for it. The whole package, otherwise you're not gonna make it here.
Yeah, and for that man, Bushīdo, he's a star on the rise. He's victorious here at Bushīdo 5.
181cm, 77.6 kg.
Ryuki Uyama is 28, 5'11", 178 pounds, 0-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
75cm, 85.8 kg.
Ikuisa Minowa is 28, 5'9", 187 pounds, 2-3 in Pride. Boss, there's an underlying storyline in this matchup here at Bushīdo 5, and that the deep champion, that man, Uyama, is of course one of the prize fighters of the U-File camp, which is run by Kyushi Tamura, and Tamura beat Minowa in deep a few years ago, so it's going to be interesting here. Minowa and Uyama definitely, well, there's respect as perhaps fighters, but not maybe as human beings. So this could be a bit of a grudge match here at Bushīdo 5.
And that's exactly what we want to see. Action. Knee to the body.
And you may have noticed that Uyama went to touch gloves as the fight started, and Minowa didn't want to have anything to do with that.
Let's see what's going to happen.
Minowa loves to travel between fights, boss, and as you see him try to pummel here and try to escape out of the corner, he's been to Thailand, the mecca of Muay Thai, and worked on his Thai fighting skills. He's been to Korea as the referee calls for the break here in Bushīdo. And just recently came back from my neck of the woods, boss, Vancouver, British Columbia, working with a friend of mine, one of the top MMA fighters in Canada, Dennis Kang, working on his all-around game. So Minowa definitely loves to travel the globe. And speaking of which, here, it's Team Japan versus the world. So it's an all-Japan matchup in this one between Uyama and Minowa, and there's a nice strike right through the guard.
Yeah, Minowa, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he training also with the Brazilian top team?
That's correct.
You see, he's been traveling a lot last year.
And there you see Kyushi Tamura, who of course was a very, very experienced fighter in Japan. Over the years has fought for many organizations, and right now running the U-File camp. And there you see Minowa running in those left hands.
Beautiful, and roll there to the right side of the body, and that is where the liver is located. Yes, here we go again. He's mixing it up, body and head. That's what I want to see. Look at this. It looks like almost the same picture as his last fight.
Well, yeah, at his last fight, Bushīdo 4, he stopped Kenichi Yamamoto with a series of punches to record the TKO win. Meanwhile, Uyama's Pride debut was at Bushīdo 2, and he lost a unanimous decision to American Sean Shirk.
Okay, now here we go again. Stop, don't move, but now they're moving. Moving to the center of the ring.
And that's where they will restart in the same position. Now, Uyama, the boss, is a fighter who's known to fight with a lot of heart. Gets beaten down, but keeps coming back. And as a guy who's known for having improved his ground game in the last couple of years, he won the Deep 5 tournament, winning 2 of his 3 belts by submission. Current Deep champion. And right now, though, he's getting beaten down by Minowa from the bottom. There you see another nice right hand to the side of the head.
Yeah, Minowa is working on his striking because he has more power in his strikes than he had last time. Even though he finished the fight with strikes last time, but I think there are more power. Look at those.
And you know, Minowa is one of these Japanese fighters that gets it, boss. He knows that when it comes to being a Pride fighter, he concentrates on being as much of an entertainer for the crowd as being the fighter. And that's really what Bushido's mandate is all about. And of course, we've talked about it many times. It's you fight to finish, not just to survive. And that's, you know, with the 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round, we want to see the fighters fight full power. And we have 3 minutes elapsed here. And look at Minowa. He's been going at it and continues to battle from the top, looking to pass the guard.
Yep. No, I think we got 7 minutes left, actually.
No, 3 minutes gone.
Yeah, 3 minutes gone.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, good.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's
you don't
right.
have to
I'm learning the
anything.
count. And they're stopping it again, and maybe, just maybe, here in this bout, we may see, oh, they're going to bring him back to the position, but I thought that we may soon see some of the red cards that are the
No,
Bushīdo thing, but he's going to move him back to center position.
Yeah, and he's right. I mean, Minowa is hitting hard. I mean, he's doing something to improve his, the fight. He wants to win.
For sure for Minowa, but I'm thinking maybe for Ueyama, who's finding himself in a less than formidable position right now, and he needs to get busy from the bottom and looking to escape. And there you see him trying to turn to the side, and he's met with a knee for his efforts.
Yep, back in the guard. Now it could be a stand-up if he keeps his guard closed. No, look at the strikes. Some good power there behind the strikes.
We're definitely seeing a lot more tenacity out of Minowa, haven't we? Since he burst on the scene at Shockwave 2003 in the loss to Quentin Jackson. And he's really put that, you know, he's got all the skills in the world, and he really seems to be putting it all together here, boss. Now he's got his back, grading in those right hands, and now the transition, the reversal by Ueyama.
I told you. And he is wearing shoes. This is very dangerous for him to wear. Oh, both are wearing shoes, actually. So for both of them, this is very dangerous. Like I said in the last fight, there will be sweat, but you have a shoe to keep a hold on.
Yeah, the traction and the grip.
To pull it out. Who's going to get the top position now? Whoa, nice there.
Good.
Single leg.
Ueyama's talking to the ref about something wrong with his glove.
Yep, you're all right. Yep, they're fixing it right there on the spot. And they will continue to fight. You see, this is what I like about the Pride Fighting Championships. You know, no stand-ups because something goes wrong. No,
right. Keep them in the same position.
There it is.
Do not, you know, hurt the fighter who's
dominant.
In dominant position, correct. Now he's looking to, it's in the half guard now, but he'll try to pass. He's in the postured position here. Minowa continues to dominate this fight, although we did see Ueyama attempt the leg lock of the ankle, but it's been all Minowa. So far as Tamura shouting out instructions now to his deep champion, and Minowa feels his opponent, Ueyama, has a big heart, but right now, that heart is not really helping him much. Nice, right through there, boss.
Yeah,
and you know, coming from that distance, that has a lot of power.
Yep. Straight through the defense. There we go again, see?
Into the final 4 minutes of this opening round.
Whoa. He hit the canvas there.
Got the leg right there. Standing up, but now back to the open guard. And goes again with his right to the face. And now there's Ueyama getting busy from the bottom. Couple of hammer fists from the bottom to the face of Minowa. And now he gives him his back. And underneath the armpit, as you always recommend, boss, and he gets him with a few shots, but now north-south.
He's gonna go for a choke, maybe. No, simple control.
Nice knee.
Very good.
Smart move by Minowa.
Whoa, look at this. This could be a knee now.
Along the ropes, and that's where Minowa is smart to bull rush him.
He's got a guillotine here.
Nice.
He's got a guillotine. I don't know if it's around. If the arm is in between.
He looks like he's able to pop his head out.
Yep.
Both fighters now constantly busy, trying to outmaneuver the other. Minowa looking for the next move, while Ueyama from the bottom looking to escape this position now. And what, okay, for Minowa is right now, boss, what should he be looking at with the knee right there where it is for Ueyama? What should Minowa be doing right here?
Yeah, the body shots, everything, what he was doing is good, you know. Now he hits actually a little bit too much to the side of the body. I would recommend to hit a little bit more to the front and side of the body.
And you don't recommend going for the leg right there with it being the extended the limb like that? Is that now he's got the guard closed?
Yeah, but before when we were on the leg locks, it was Ueyama really who won that game.
Right.
He won the leg lock game. So I don't know if it's a smart idea to try that out. Especially for a simple heel hook, I think it's easy to escape.
Okay.
See the wide base there by Minowa. Yeah, putting all his weight on top of him. Nice shot there. Minowa outweighs Uyama by 9 pounds. Whoa, see? He's got some good striking power. Well, and Uyama does have a slight reach advantage as well over Minowa. Yeah, but that's not going to help him. But it's not helping him from this position because Minowa's been the one who's been in dominant position throughout. But there's a back escape, and now a reversal by Uyama, who finds himself in Minowa's guard. And now looking towards his corner, Tamura, for instructions. And a flurry here. Said, yeah, give him everything you got because you got like almost only 1 minute left. So just rain everything down that you have. Because you're behind on points. That's one thing for sure. You should really work hard. Bit of the butterfly guard, and there's Minowa trying to neutralize his right arm there, and they continue to maneuver and move, and it's the final 60 seconds now, and there's a couple of hammer strikes by Uyama, but now Minowa going to try to maybe backdoor escape here, but Uyama continues to show good balance there, boss. He's got to try to, Minowa should try to throw him to the left now as hard as he can, explode up. And conversely, Uyama should continue to just rain down punches and end with a flurry here because you're right, he is losing this round up till now. Yep, and now again, especially if Minowa now pushes himself away, creates some distance and start raining punches again. He's going to lose this round for sure. Yeah, in my book, he already has. In the half guard now, the open half guard, and Minowa again finds himself in familiar territory. There's a shot to the body now from the bottom, though. Uyama just trying to pepper in those punches, maybe irritate Minowa a bit, try to get him off his game plan so he can try to escape. But really, it's into the final few seconds, and there is the bell, and a great round for Ikuhisa Minowa, and for Uyama, he'll go to the corner, and maybe Kiyoshi Tamura has some sage advice for him because he's definitely going to have to turn things up if he wants to pull out the victory here, boss. Yeah, he needs a knockout or he needs a submission because Minowa, as we know, he won't stop fighting. He will keep going and going, so in order to win this fight, he was going to go for a replay, but he's going to need a submission or a knockout. You watch. Here we see Minowa, and watch his straight punches down. Whoa, that was a nice right there. Now get it underneath the armpit. Oh no, that was not this one. Look at this rolling around, leg lock. See, that could have been a knee bar right there, I thought. Should have brought the leg over to the, oh, he's actually look at inverted heel hook here. So actually he was winning the leg game. Hey, I didn't see that before. So he should have gone for a leg lock when you said it. Yeah, regardless, I was just thinking because of the positioning of the leg at the time that, you know, that's something that in Bushīdo with the lighter weights maybe we should see a little bit more, and especially the way that they train. And having said all of this now, boss, and what we saw with Minowa in his last fight with Ryan Gracie, and prior to his victory at Bushīdo 4 against Yamamoto at Bushīdo 3, is he being penalized at times because he's unable to finish his opponents? Like, even though in this round what we just saw, he dominated and stuff, but now, like, what is his submission game like? Because we haven't really seen an ability to finish that in terms of submission. We've seen him stop Yamamoto with strikes as we begin the final round of 5 minutes. Like, now don't we have to see him attempt submissions here? Because look at this gamesmanship being played here. There's the right hand. He said left to the right. He wrote something on his palm, and then Uyama was reading it, and while he was reading it, oh look, now no, I thought he had a guillotine there. And to come back to that leg lock, he probably didn't try it because the first time when he had it, it didn't work. So he thought, you know what, let's not go for that and stand up. But how much can you spend, like even with the ground and pound, okay, wearing down your opponent, you spent the first 10 minutes, but now with only 5 minutes left, there he is, he's attempting. This is what they have to do right now. They have to play this submission game now. Oh, yeah. They have to go at it. They have to really go at it. Look at this, now he's going for a leg lock. There you see, this is exactly what we wanted to see. I'm impressed that they are doing what they're doing because in other past Bushīdo events, we haven't seen a lot of this in the final 5 minutes where they still are looking to just maybe go for the judge's decision. And these guys are cognizant of the fact that, hey, we have to go for a submission win. Yep, he's or looking here for a reverse figure 4. He's pulling it out. Yep, you're absolutely right, Mauro. He's looking in between his legs, so that means he might go for a knee bar again.
Now he's getting his
Now
hooks
he's not
in.
gonna yeah, but
Oyama
escaping the hooks is really easy. Never give your back. Oh.
looking for the rear naked, but I don't think he has the position here whatsoever. And Minowa is going to just.
He's looking for a leg to peel it off and now turn.
And there's turns looking to turn in.
He should do the same thing again. Yeah, this position is not going to take long before the referee is going to put him back on the feet. He needs both hooks in, otherwise it's not going to work.
And it's not working, and there's the backdoor escape here by Minowa as he just turns into Oyama, and they're almost.
Yeah, I don't know what you call this position.
It's unorthodox to say the least, and really not much happening here. And if I were the referee, especially with the Bushīdo rules, I would just, well, he's got him in a guillotine position now, but again, against the ropes, I don't know how much can happen here.
Yeah,
and he looks like he's, tiring out as well. You can hear them breathing laboriously from our vantage point here, boss. And now Minowa into the closed guard of Oyama.
Yeah, I think everybody can hear him.
Yeah, there's the microphones are picking it up, no doubt, and a great job being done by the crew to bring you all the action of Bushīdo 5. And again, a reminder, if you want to see the best knockouts in Pride Fighting Championships history, tune in pay-per-view December 10th for Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts, available only on pay-per-view. And again, it's the first time in Pride history that we are bringing you Pride's Hardcore Knockouts. And it premieres on December 10th. So, an early Christmas present courtesy of Pride Fighting Championships. Now Minowa again going for the back, and he'll try to get the hooks in here, boss.
Yep.
But that's a good job by Oyama. Turning to his side, he'll want to turn it.
Minowa should keep climbing on his back now. Yeah, see? Otherwise he's going to lose position like he did now. Yeah, this is... it's like you said, there's a lot of action going on, but there's no finish.
That's right, and that's, again, obviously a winner will be determined, but the mandate of Pride Fighting Championships in their endeavors to bring the best action to the fans, and let's face it, the fans are what the sport is all about. They want to see the fighter. Now look at, okay, Oyama here opening up with the hammer strikes, but there's not a lot of power behind those shots, boss.
No, because like we said before, there's no distance. He doesn't create any distance. He should really do something tricky now and go for a submission or a knockout.
And that's you know what, boss, and we've seen this in MMA and even in Pride at times where it's almost that they fear the risk of losing. And sometimes with look at this, last 60 seconds, you have to take a risk now.
Yeah,
you have to take that risk.
Oyama, he really has to go now. Because in my book, he's behind on points, although the last 2 minutes are his. But if Minowa now, for some reason, can reverse this position and get on top.
Because really, you know what? Winning and losing, yes, it's important, but if you show the fighting spirit, you will be brought back. That's what Pride Fighting Championship is all about. But if you don't take a risk and you just fight to survive, your career could be short-lived.
Yep.
And we're into the final 30 seconds.
Whoa, he's got the anaconda move on him.
Yes.
Look at this. Whoa, he might fall to the side. He might have it. Does he have it?
And time is becoming Oyama's enemy here, boss, because you're right, he does have him in the anaconda choke position, but it's Minowa's been able to slip out of it.
Very good escape there. But even in it, it didn't look like he had it really on.
Right, it wasn't Nogueira style, that's for sure. And there we have it again. I mean, you can't really complain about their efforts, boss. Minowa and Oyama gave it, they're all, but again, they needed to go for the finish more. They needed to do a little more in terms of submission attempts, but we'll go to the judges' cards, and boss, when we look at the criteria again, maybe a little more interesting here as we take a look at the replay. Go for it, boss, and tell us about this action.
Well, he sets him up there, said, like you said, look at my left hand, and bang, comes over with the right. It didn't connect, right into the clinch here. Both very good in defending takedowns. Yeah, Minowa just gave it up and pulled him into his guard. Now these little hammer fists are not doing anything.
And you know what, boss? I know I will be criticized by people at home saying, you know, these guys are obviously giving it all. I mean, it's not easy being a fighter, but we're a fighter. You know where we're coming from when we talk about at least taking the chances, at least taking the risk to do something that may give you a victory, right?
Yep, and then I would say Minowa would win this fight. Oyama did that, what you said, at the end of the fight. The last 2-3 minutes, he started to take risks, and then it became more his fight. So let's see what's going to happen.
Let's quickly go through the criteria here then. Effort to finish the fight by KO or submission?
For sure, Oyama in the beginning, but of Minowa. But you know, let's see what the judges say, because this is a difficult one.
Minowa.
Yeah, this could be a split decision, though.
Judge Arachi. Ueyama.
Good for you, boss.
No, it is not.
Judge Noshi. Minowa.
You called it a split decision, boss. Ruten. And I think a fair decision when you do take a look at what transpired in this fight.
Yep.
Hikuhisa Minowa picks up the victory.
Yeah, and like I said, in Pride Fighting Championships, it's about the person who finishes the strongest.
Right.
Now, the first 12 minutes, if you make this fight like a 50-minute fight, I would say we're totally Minowa. But then at the end, it became Oyama.
And yeah, you look at the criteria again in the order of importance: effort to finish the fight by KO or submission, Minowa; damaging your opponent,
Minowa;
standing combinations and ground control a little bit.
Pretty much also, the ground control is pretty much also Minowa, because especially in the beginning, only not the last 2.5-3 minutes.
On takedown and defense, maybe a little closer.
Yeah, both. Yeah. I would say both.
And aggressiveness, maybe Minowa as well.
Also, yes, but also, again, at the end.
And now you see Minowa looking for Kiyoshi Tamura, because he has, well, gained his revenge, because Tamura beat him in deep, but now he defeats Mr. Oyama, and Minowa is victorious here at Osaka Castle Hall. Vovchanchyn is 31, 5'8", 235 pounds, 15, 5, 0, and 1 in Pride Fighting Championships. Shimoji Fuji, 32, 6'1", 216 pounds, 1 and 0 in Pride.
One thing for sure, this is a long time. It's a long time ago that I've seen Igor in this kind of shape. He looks real good, and like I said in the opening, he probably will be in one of the best shapes of his life. So let's see if it paid off. The 8 months rest, training, hard I guess, but 8 months no fighting. Could be a little ring rust there, but let's see.
He's coming off a win over Dan the Bull Bobic here in Osaka Castle Hall at Pride 27 back in February. And you're right, boss, he looks in tremendous physical shape. He's been in myriad battles. We talked about it, one of the most active MMA fighters in the world. This is his 22nd appearance in a Pride ring, and they're going through the feeling out process early on. Is Fuji and Vovchanchyn. Fuji comes off a rear naked choke victory over Korea's Kim Jin-oh at Bushīdo 3.
And look at this typical Igor Vovchanchyn style here. He's penning his left hand out all the time to find the distance from the opponent and to see what he can do. There's a left low kick inside. It's all about feeling out, see how much reach the opponent has.
Of course, and Vovchanchyn at 5'8" usually has to give up the reach to his opponents, because Fuji comes in at 6'1". And you know what, Vovchanchyn, a striker, plain and simple. There is the...
Whoa. Nice takedown defense, knees to the head.
Good sprawl and takedown defense displayed by Vovchanchyn. Another knee there. I was going to say, you know what,
knee to the body.
You see is what you get.
Yeah.
No pageantry, no flash. This guy is just a fighting machine.
Yeah, look at the tree trunks here. Oh. Look at that. That left knee was a good knee to the body. He should try it a little bit more. Look at that power. It just pulls him down.
Let's not forget he made it to the final of the first Pride Grand Prix held in 2000, losing to the eventual winner, Mark the Hammer Coleman. He's taken on all comers, a virtual who's who in MMA. And regardless of the outcome, has always been in the game, boss. And here he is at Bushīdo 5 taking on Shimoji Fuji, and you said it, he looks tremendous. Going for the pick there now, the single leg, no, turning it into a double leg takedown into the butterfly guard.
Yep, make sure that he cannot get the full guard on him. Keep it like this, the butterfly guard at least with 1 foot, so he can try to escape it and go for the side mount.
And you know, he's well known as a kickboxer, boss, but he's also very accomplished on the ground. He's a great wrestler, and when he has you on the ground, well, it's very hard to get up.
Yeah, the punching power, you watch. Those shots to the body are just pads, like little paddings that he gives, but the shots to the head, look, watch this. Boom, and he explodes to the head.
You know, prior to the emergence of guys like Fyodor Emelianenko and Mirko Krokop, I mean, Igor Vovchanchyn was known as MMA's premier striker.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And trust me, he didn't lose that.
No.
Whoa, that's what I mean.
Great right hook from the guard.
Yep. Listen, if he comes back with a bang, it's going to be great, because then the fight between him and Igor, that would be great. Look at those lefts. Oh, the overhand big left hooks.
Yeah, I think that's what you meant, boss, was him and Fyodor Emelianenko, because
Okay.
you're right. No, sorry, that's fine, because we saw, of course, what happened with him and Mirko Krokop, and I think that can happen to anyone. I mean, the power of that kick. But look what he's doing here to Shimoji Fuji from within the butterfly guard. And just imagine what would happen if he were to pass the guard and gain full mount.
Yeah, Fuji, if I was him, in the butterfly guard, push yourself away from those strikes, man. Don't stay in shooting range. That's how I call it. Look at that power.
And let's not forget, Fuji is a striker in his own. I mean, is he getting a red card because he's, you know, they give him punching back here?
He should have tried to avoid the punches.
He's being docked 10% for being the personal punching bag of Igor Vovchanchyn. But Shimoji Fuji, let's not forget, is a pretty good striker in his own right. He's appeared in all kinds of organizations,
nice
trained
right low kick, yes.
by Naoya Ogawa. Now let's see what happens as they're both back up on their feet.
In the clinch, who's going to get the takedown? Oh, nice right hook. And a left, that's going to be over.
Oh, right hand that puts him to canvas. Soccer kicks to the head. This one is over. Welcome back, ice cold Igor Vovchanchyn.
You can't say that again. This is great, because this is going to give so many possibilities now in the heavyweight division here at the Pride Fighting Championships. This is just great.
You know, a division already rich in talent. Well, Igor Vovchanchyn has just served notice at 4 minutes and 2 seconds of round number 1 that, well, hey guys, don't forget about me. I may be a veteran. I'm only 31 years old, and I still pack some serious power.
I told you in the opening, 31 is your strongest age.
And you are right. This guy, again, he improves to 43-7-1 in his career, 16-5-0-1 in Pride. We heard the great ovation he received here at Osaka Castle Hall. He's a Pride favorite and just destroys Shimoji Fuji here at Bushīdo 5. Igor Vovchanchyn definitely wants to get back into the hunt for that heavyweight championship.
Slow-mo, here we go, replay. Look at those shots. Yeah, he's back. You see, that's a lot, the same style as the hooks, as the bombs that Fedor throws. Same styles, over hooks. Right, it's not a real hook, it's like a long hook. It's like an overhand right. Look at this left kick, but it was the right hand first.
Let's be fair and let's be honest here, boss. I mean, Shimoji Fuji, one fight in Pride under his belt, now 2, 1-1. How, after seeing Vovchanchyn here tonight, seeing the shape he's in, how do you think he'd fare against the likes of Emelianenko and Nogueira right now? How do you think he'd fare?
Yeah, honestly, you can't tell. Right now, you really can't tell. We need him. First, we need to see him fight a little stronger opponent, and then we're going to see what is really going to happen. You know, especially because it was his debut in Pride here from Fuji. So that's we have to see him fight like Igor Vovchanski, Heath Herring are making the same mistake all over again. A goal, Igor, what's wrong with me?
In any event, Igor Vovchankin is the winner over Shimoji Fuji, and Ice Cold is hot in Pride Fighting Championships. Carlos, you're back in Japan, one of your favorite places on earth, and let's be frank, 2004 hasn't been the greatest year for you, both in the cage and in the ring, but we've had a chance to talk, and you say that you're refocused. Let's tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, just focusing on my new weight class. I've had some tough breaks. You know, I had a pretty raw decision in my last fight, and my previous fight before that just came to a realization that 170 is just not the weight class for me anymore. You know, it just takes a lot of energy on me to get to that weight. So I like to give the fans the best performance I could. You know, I've chosen a new weight class at 180 here in Pride. I'm gonna commit to it and, you know, put on the fireworks show. And
you say you're comfortable at this new weight class. Talk a little bit more about that. How so? I mean, you're obviously in always tremendous shape, but what other advantages is this going to afford you?
Much more alert. I think that's the most key element. Got the ability now to react sharp and quick. The moves come off clean, and it got a lot more endurance, which is very important. You know, cutting 15 pounds is pretty tough, man. So don't want to do it anymore.
What about your opponent tonight, Ryo Chonan? He comes off a tough, hard-fought loss to Ricardo Almeida. He's known more as a striker. We talk about your stand-up skills that, of course, you're a very well-versed ground fighter, but we always hear about Carlos Newton's stand-up skills. You've never been really forced to use them. Could we see them tonight?
It's a strong possibility. Chonan's the type of guy who likes to dance. I'm a good dance partner, so we're going to do it. I'm pretty sure we are. I think my stand-up has come a long way, and just never had the right opponent to get the chance to show the world what I got.
これより第6試合を行います。青コーナー177センチ、82.8キロ。
Carlos Newton is 28'5'9", 183 pounds, 5-3 in Pride.
赤コーナー175センチ、82.6キロ。
Ryo Chonan is 28'5'9", 185 pounds, 1-0 in Pride Fighting Championships.
He likes to crush his opponents. Oh no, that's okay. That's somebody else, eh? Conan.
Yes, this
Chonan
is Chonan
the Barbarian.
Chonan the Barbarian. There you go.
Yeah, I thought I'd make a little.
What about
joke.
Ronin the Barbarian?
Ronin.
Let's stop that right now, shall we? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Bushīdo 5, Osaka Castle Hall. Mauro Ranallo along with Boss Rutan. And Carlos Newton, my friend, Boss, is made the move permanent now at 183 pounds, 185-pound weight class, takes down Ryo Chonan. We saw him against Daijiro Takase make the move, and he feels that, well, the decision wasn't fair, but Takase took the victory at the Bushīdo event, and now these two will go to battle. Of course, Newton very comfortable on the ground, while Chonan known more for his striking.
Yep. Carlos is looking for the full side mount. Full side mount, just side mount is good, boss. Nice, jumping over there to the other side. Look at him move. He moves like a cat. He's going to be locked in a leg lock now. And this is the way he lost his first fight. This is a toe hold right now. This could be trouble. Oh, nice shot. First appearance in Pride.
Yeah.
He lost against Sakuraba with a knee bar.
Pride 3, and for many it was the best fight in Pride's early history. And again, if you're interested in seeing that fight, or any other of the great matchups in Pride's history, well, all you have to do is order the DVDs at pridefc.com. And Newton right now still looking to maneuver, and Chonan very busy from the bottom. We saw this in Chonan's debut as well, as he's going for the armbar from underneath here, boss.
Yeah, even a triangle choke there also.
Chonan in his debut against Ricardo the Big Dog Almeida, he lost the decision at Bushīdo 3, and Newton now with full mount, and now with some ground and pound from the Ronin Carlos Newton.
Nice shots there. Nice reversal, but Newton can throw him to the right now. He has to do it now, though. He's got the arm trapped.
We talked about Ricardo the Big Dog Almeida. That was his last competitive fight at Bushīdo 3, as he has since retired to focus on teaching and family life. And boss, I know that I speak for you as well when we wish the entire Almeida family nothing but the best. Ricardo, nothing but a class act. And he is going for the armbar from the bottom.
Now, you what? Yep, he's going to try for it, but it's not going to work. Chono's doing a great job in defending it.
And we saw him do this against Almeida. So from a defensive standpoint, we know that Chonan is able to defend submissions.
He's already pulling it out. You see, before the attempt comes, he's already pulling it out.
But now, how well-versed is he in trying submissions of his own? Because, again, this is very reminiscent of the fight against Almeida, where he was able to defend the submissions, but, again, came up on the short end of the decision because he wasn't able to initialize a lot of his own.
Yep. Just have to wait and see what's going to happen in this fight.
And when you talk to him, he says he's not comfortable on the ground. He wants to keep this fight standing. So far, Newton is not allowing him to do so.
Oh,
nice strike there by Chonan.
Yep.
3 minutes have elapsed.
Yeah, Newton trapping the right arm of Chono all the time, tried to go for it. But Chono is pulling it out before he even can secure it by throwing his leg over the head. Nice up kick here.
Newton, of course, coming off a loss to Takase that we talked about. Prior to that, he looked listless in a loss to Renato Verissimo in a UFC matchup, so really he has a lot to prove to himself and to his fans here in Japan and around the world. And right now, he remains on the bottom, neutralizing the striking attack of Ryo Chonan. But again, this is Bushīdo, and the referee watching intently as there is Chonan again with some striking from the top, looking to pass the guard.
Good striking power. Whoa. Newton already, again, opening his guard, looking for that armbar.
And the fans might be interested to know that in the corner of Chonan, as he continues to now go to the body and upstairs, as he has Newton in the corner now up to his feet is Chonan, and they're both to their feet, and he's met with a kick is Newton.
Wow, Chonan looks really good here.
Yep, kick and mixing it up with the leg punch combination, down with the headlock and takes him down, and Newton was looking to sweep there, boss, but good balance and positioning by Chonan to maintain dominant position. And we talk about who's in the corner of Chonan, some familiar faces in Kazuhiro Nakamura and Dokkan Jonosuke Mishima.
Wow, good corner right there.
So what would you advise Chonan to do from this position, boss?
Carlos Newton should throw him to the right now. Yep, and still he can try to go. Oh no, he's going to go very much going to shoot for a single leg. No, he cannot do it because
there's a nice
knee there.
Chonan acquitting himself well here, and now Newton, great job of assuming mount position. But we need action, as his corner is also employing Newton to do.
Yeah, Newton needs to break that grip right there by just cross-facing Chonan and then pushing himself upwards. So Chonan is going to neck crank himself, and the harder he's going to hold Newton then, the more pressure he's going to receive on his own neck.
Newton, a very methodical fighter, one of the more intelligent fighters you'll come across. Possibly had the match of the night of the first Bushīdo last October, winning a split decision over Renzo Gracie. what was a great ground battle.
Wow,
We're
look
seeing
at this
shades
here.
of that here now.
Armbar.
There's the great armbar.
He's got it.
Newton fully
Beautiful.
extending the arm of Chonan.
That's it. Push up. You got it. Come up.
But look at Chonan
look at
fighting
this.
his way out of it, turning into Newton
Whoa,
now.
he's
Oh,
out.
beautiful escape by Rio Chonan.
Unbelievable. I've never seen this. I mean, it was
Unbelievable is
full
right.
on. Full on.
And that warrants a great applause from the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall as he had the arm fully extended, boss.
Fully extended. It was overextended.
This Rio Chonan has guts, has great heart, and thus far is giving Carlos Newton fits as we are into the final 3 minutes of the opening round. And again, there's, I don't know, not much intensity from Carlos Newton even when in dominant position, boss.
No, he should push himself away, like I said before. No, he
And
got
look,
to
it's
turn again.
Chonan from the bottom, again turning the tables on Carlos Newton.
Yeah, very strange.
And you know, we can talk about Dick as he is on his feet now at wide base, trying to rain the strikes through the defense, and Newton lands the one. You know, Newton, I know, is a busy man. He's continuing his studies at York University in Ontario, recently opened up a retirement home, is busy working at Baycrest Hospital in Toronto doing research. But, I mean, if he's going to want to be a fighter in Pride Fighting Championships, he's got to focus on his training as well, because we are seeing, again, a repeat of a movie we've seen in his fight against Takase, and this is not the Ronin Carlos Newton that we are accustomed to seeing, boss.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Mauro. They're going to restart it in the center of the ring, but yeah, you're right. It's strange. He's got a dominant position and suddenly he loses it.
He had a full, you know, he had an armbar submission, and again, you can give that to Rio Chonan, but why was he unable to finish it?
Yep, I don't know.
Now Chonan again from the guard, and look at him just rain down those right hands. Now he's got mount.
Nice. And now he's going to go for an armbar. Chonan. Carlos is going to jump over to the body. He's got to jump over.
Pulls it out there.
He's got to jump over to this side, over the body.
Newton has to pull his arm out, and he is able to do just that.
Just over a minute, Carlos.
He should really go for it. We hear his corner say, just over 1 minute left.
You know, really, so far, it's been a perfunctory performance here for Newton, because even when he has guard position, top position, there's no intensity. It's all Rio Chonan has been perpetual motion, and his corner is imploring Newton. They're screaming out action, Carlos, action. And so far, it's been anything but action from the Canadian Carlos Newton.
40 seconds. Come on, push. Push. Punches. Let's see it. Strike. Come on. 30.
How do you explain this, boss?
I have no explanation, you know. What can I say? I mean, this is not the Carlos we know. Going for submission. Maybe mentally it took a lot out of him after the armbar attempt, you know. He's got it full on, and then Chonan escaped.
But he's not, you know, he's 5-3 in Pride. He's had over 20 fights in his career. He's been in pressure situations. He's a former champion in UFC. He's, you know, an adopted son here in Japan. And again, now with the seconds running out in round one, a frustrating round, I'm sure, for Carlos the Ronin Newton. But on the flip side, a good round for Rio Chonan.
Yep. Carlos looks tired. I saw him breathing heavy there, sitting on the ground before he moved to his corner. Chonan looks actually pretty good, as we can see here. Yeah, I have no explanation, Mauro. I don't know what's going on.
Let's take a look at the replay here, boss, and see if maybe you can pick something up that we didn't notice.
Now the armbar comes. He's got it full on. Look at this. He's got it full. He's hyperextending it.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, it's crazy.
He's a Gumby, is Chonan.
He should have. Oh my God. He should have bucked so high, and now he's going to get out. Watch what and the escape that Chonai does. I mean, that's not an escape you can find in my books. I mean, this is totally against the laws of nature.
That's right. It goes against all logic of MMA, but a great escape by Ryo Chonan.
Look, and now he's doing the same thing on Carlos. Carlos should have jumped over his body here.
Right. Gone to the other side, but is able to power out in any event, pull the arm out. And in fact, it looked like Chonan almost knew that perhaps he wasn't going to be able to sink it in, and he almost looked like he said, okay, I'm not going to waste any more energy, and almost looked like he released it himself there for a moment.
Yeah,
he looks like he's fighting a real smart fight here as Ryo Chonan.
Chonan's doing a great job. Carlos really got to do something now to win this fight.
All right, the final 5 minutes between Carlos Newton and Ryo Chonan. And Chonan gets him off,
Chonan
and now
looks way
he's
fresh.
rocked Carlos Newton. There's knees, strikes, and one right up the middle.
He should go to the body.
He has Newton along the ropes. There's another
nice
knee. And Carlos Newton looks to be in trouble in the corner. Another knee. Uppercut. And another knee.
And we heard that here on ringside.
Carlos Newton is in a world of trouble, boss.
Oh, that is not good.
Knee after knee. This is trouble for Carlos Newton. Ryo Chonan is reining in the knees and the rights. Carlos Newton is hanging on, desperately trying to stay alive in the corner. But Ryo Chonan is all over Carlos Newton.
Wow.
Another knee, and you could hear it. How much more will the referee allow Carlos Newton to absorb? Ryo Chonan is dismantling Carlos Newton here at Bushīdo 5.
Look at this.
And look at Carlos Newton all of a sudden rising from the ashes like a phoenix.
And he slips a choke on another.
Unbelievable.
No, he doesn't have the full guard around him.
But how, what?
Yes, he's going to have it. Watch this, look at this.
This is incredible, boss.
If he can pull this off, that would be unbelievable.
I mean, there's no way to explain what we just saw because Carlos Newton looked to be finished in the corner, and just like that, turns the tables and now has Ryo Chonan.
Wow, he should really work that choke now. Start hitting the head, really go to try to dig in that choke. Although it's going to be very difficult.
There he is now. Looks like he's sinking it in. No, but Chonan, cognizant of it and doing what you have always advocated, boss, turning himself into the choke and releasing all the pressure. And I don't know what kind of strength Newton has left. Maybe all he's doing here is trying to regain his faculties, boss, and who can blame him?
Yeah, I mean, that barrage of knees and punches was crazy.
And that's why Carlos Newton is considered a world-class fighter, and that's the action you can expect here at Pride Fighting Championships and Bushīdo 5, the way of the warrior, the samurai spirit, alive and well.
Look at that back fist. It was like an old kung fu movie he did there on Carlos.
A tremendous sequence. We saw Ryo Chonan in the corner, and now Carlos Newton has stayed alive.
Chonan now should put his right foot out, close to his butt, and then turn as fast as he can to the left. And then he's going to end up in the guard of Carlos Newton.
Right.
He's going to try the other way, which is very strange, but again, apparently he pulls it off. It's like, again, against all laws of nature. He's doing things, and for some reason he pulls it off. It's crazy. But still, he have to do it. Right leg.
An interesting shot there.
That's the second back fist from the Kung Fu movie.
Yep. And the fans here applaud a very entertaining couple of minutes here between Carlos Newton and Ryo Chonan.
This could be trouble.
Newton, each of them are getting the red card.
Yeah, this is going to be dangerous. It's going to be a flying knee, I think, here.
Do you think Newton's recovered, boss? You looked into his eyes. What's your take on this? He's got his guard up. There's a nice low leg kick delivered by Chonan. Nice overhand right, and the knee. Newton get in trouble. A barrage of knees now. He's on it. He's rolling over now, trying desperately to find some sort of safety here, but Ryo Chonan has got Carlos Newton again in trouble. North-south position, knee strikes to the head. Now in side control, boss.
Yeah, what can I say? It's totally Chonan right now. He's controlling the fight, dominating the fight. Carlos really needs to do something here, again, like in all the other fights. Otherwise, he's not going to win. He needs a submission or a knockout.
Final minute of this fight, and it is proving to be Ryo Chonan's coming out party here in Pride Bushīdo, because he is absolutely destroying Carlos Newton with those knees, boss.
Oh, that last knee, that was unbelievable. Carlos, it's like Rocky Marciano. I mean, come on. How many shots did he got?
It's unbelievable the amount of punishment that he has absorbed in this fight. Final half minute now, full mount by Chonan, reining in the strikes now. And look at Newton, he just wants to keep him close and hopefully avoid any more of the devastating punishment that he has been subjected to. And now he's done posturing again, boss. And now he's going for the armbar.
Chonan, you know, he knows there's only 30 seconds left, but he's giving everything he has. He knows he's ahead on points, but he wants to fight. Look at this.
He wants to finish, and that is what Bushīdo's all about. And right now, thus far, this is the poster boy for Bushīdo 5, Ryo Chonan. What an outstanding performance here tonight.
Wow, Carlos still on the ground. Now his corner is helping him up. No, this was not Carlos Newton as we know him.
And really, if we take a look at the replay, boss, 2004 has not been Carlos Newton's year in the fight game.
Look at this whole barrage of knees and kicks he's gonna get. Look at those knees. I mean, oh my God.
Boss, has it come to a point now as you continue to look at the replays where even at the age of 28, knowing full well that he has an incredible career ahead of him in the medical field, that you cannot train part-time, especially at this level, obviously, in Pride, that maybe Carlos Newton has to go home and rethink his career and really decide whether or not, I mean, I don't know.
You're absolutely right with what you said. You know, he's doing so many things at home. He should be concentrating on fighting alone. You know, 6 weeks before the fight, forget about everything else. Train 2 times a day, and that's about it. On the 3 days, take your rest. You know, go out, do something nice, relax. But don't have any other things on your mind, because that is going to break you, like you just see. Look at this.
Let's take a look at this, boss.
And here we go, the barrage again, and the knees coming.
Beautiful. If you're a fan of Ryo Chonan.
Judge Brando, Chonan. Judge Miyake, Chonan. Judge Arashi, Chonan. Yote, Susha, Chonan.
In scintillating fashion, Ryo Chonan earns the unanimous decision. And without a doubt, the biggest victory of his career. And you'd have to consider this an upset, boss, as he dismantles Carlos the Ronin Newton.
Yep, an upset. An upset for sure. I mean, Chonan, he's on a roll right now. On a roll. This is his first victory after the last one, but I mean, he looked very dominant in this fight. Didn't stop, very well conditioned. All-round fighter, his punches, his knees, everything is good. Even his low kicks in the beginning of the match, very good. Yeah, something definitely was wrong with Carlos Newton. It looked like he gassed within 4 or 5 minutes. After that armbar attempt, like I said, you know, maybe he pulled all the strength out. Look at this.
You know, he's one of the nicest guys in the sport, one of the most talented. He's had a tremendous career, and far be it from me to tell him what to do, but I think Carlos Newton definitely has to go home and rethink his future, because it's been an annus horribilis, to say the least. But Ryo Chonan, a tremendous fight tonight here at Bushīdo 5, and he's got the mic. And he is thanking the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall. And he told the crowd that he was here to fight, not to talk. And short but sweet, Ryo Chonan is definitely a star on the rise, boss.
Oh, yeah. Talking about her inside low kick and kicking somebody off balance.
Wow.
Wow, and that was the begin of round number 2. Look at this. Boom, a looping right hand there.
Yeah, Japan's got a new star, and his name is Ryo Chonan. Crossley Gracie is 25, 5'11", 180 pounds. He is making his debut in Pride Fighting Championships. Hayato Maha Sakurai is 29, 5'8", 181 pounds. He's 2-1 in Pride. Boss, it's a new generation of the Gracie clan, Crossley Gracie, and this is going to be a grudge match because Hayato Maha Sakurai went on the internet and he was, well, less than kind to the Gracie family, calling their fighting style boring.
Oh, yep, but like you said, he said, Crossley said that he's the new generation, the new and improved. So that obviously means that he's got striking skills. So let's, whoa, that was a nice right hand right there. But when Sakurai came back with a fire, with a bang, he right away went for a takedown. Nice low kick, caught, nice pull out.
Crossley Gracie in tremendous physical condition. Made his MMA debut on the Pancrase 10th anniversary show, earning a unanimous decision over Kyuma Kunyoku. And yes, he showcased striking ability in that match. And you see it right here, boss. They are engaged in a stand-up battle right now as he goes for the clinch, and Maha Sakurai looking to take him down there, but they remain standing.
Wow.
Of course, Sakurai earning a reputation as Bushīdo middleweight champion for 4 years. And in Pride, 3 appearances now. 2-1.
He should have followed that up with the right straight, that left hook. Oh, he's got a good right straight. It's the second time he lands it. He should try left hook, right straight, or a right straight, left hook for one time.
Sakurai coming off a submission win over Brady Fink at Bushīdo 4. Another low leg kick delivered by Sakurai.
And not good the way Crossley was blocking it, and that was with his hands. That could be a setup here for Sakurai, because he kicks one more time to the leg and then makes a high kick. Could be a full hit.
Gracie out of the Health Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy in San Francisco, and quickly separates himself from Sakurai there. Now that 1-2 combination, just gauging the distance really. And Sakurai comes in. So both of them wanting to engage in a stand-up battle here.
See, now he starts to throw 2 combinations, which is a very good. Nice kick, but it was just under the knee. And that's the worst place to hit somebody, trust me, because that's where the shin is really tough. And the less numb. From the whole shin, that's the part to block with.
So he's definitely working on the combinations, is Gracie, and Sakurai responds with one of his own. So not a lot of single shots here. They're trying to load up, but still going through a feeling out process, if you will. Nice left hand through the guard.
He's got a good left hook and a good left hand, and his right straight is good too. So he should combine everything together.
Low leg kick there by Sakurai, and a nice trip takedown by Sakurai into the close guard of Gracie. And now we'll see if he is a Gracie on the ground as well.
Yep.
And of course, if you are a Gracie, that almost comes with the territory. BJJ is in your blood.
He's got a high guard here. Lowered it a little bit now.
Gracie very honored to be fighting in Pride, loves to be in Japan.
Armbar coming up.
Feels that the fans here are the most educated in the world. And now a wide base by Sakurai, but you're right, look at the armbar going.
Whoa, nice defense there from Sakurai, pulling it out just enough to stop it. Not all the way, because if you pull it out all the way, you can get caught in a triangle choke.
Of course, Gracie wants to knock out Sakurai to show him that the Gracies have evolved in the striking department. He started training in jiu-jitsu at the tender age of 8, boss.
Wow.
Sakurai's been fighting for 11 years. And look at him here, you can see that the setup is already beginning to, the wheels of motion are turning for Gracie, setting him up for perhaps a triangle, but look at Sakurai staying busy from the guard, trying to create the distance. 4 minutes have gone in the first round here. And they're going to start in the same position in the center of the ring. Pretty even matchup thus far, boss.
Yes, very difficult to call.
And it's good to see that Sakurai is showing a glimpse of the vintage Sakurai, the one who earned a worldwide reputation as one of the most electrifying fighters of the past decade. He even admitted that he hasn't really shown the true Sakurai in Pride. And now he wants Gracie to maybe get back up to his feet as we see this familiar Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Oh, there's a nice
leg
stomp attempt by Sakurai, and Gracie now into Sakurai's butterfly guard.
He's going to pass. He's going to try to go for the Simon, but he's got a half guard.
And off that, yes, and if he is able to gain the side mount, he'll probably try to go for a side choke immediately, but you're right, he's still in that half guard, and on paper we thought this would be a close matchup, and so far, boss, that's what we're seeing here in Bushīdo 5 as we've gone past the halfway point of the opening round. And now a leg lock attempt by Sakurai, but Gracie quickly turns it over, and it was looking like he was attempting to carry up his back. So
good
lots
balance
of,
there.
Yeah, and really quick, very fast pace here on the ground. Both of them wanting to exploit each other's mistakes quickly.
Yep, something's got to happen here.
Gracie doing the smart thing there and mixing it up, going to the body and then upstairs to the head. Sakurai now tries to fight back, but Gracie creating the distance and really wants to posture here, boss, and try to break that guard. Sakurai now not doing much from the bottom, and the referee will, I'm sure, pay attention to this, and if he doesn't get busier, may even earn a red card. Because it's all Gracie from the top.
Yes, absolutely right. Good body shots, and then he goes to the head.
Here's an opportunity where he could pass the guard, boss, if he's... See, this is a perfect position here, boss, where... What could he do here to pass the guard? Because he's in a position there. There you go. He's back up to his feet. Ah, nice.
Stay
good
down.
Soccer, and another soccer kick.
Another one. Yeah, they play soccer there in
Oh,
Brazil.
do they ever? Brazil, a soccer powerhouse, and a lot of power behind those soccer kicks. And I would be interested to see what the referee does here to Sakurai. Nope, he doesn't. Okay. I thought he at least would give him a warning. There's another knee by Sakurai. High roundhouse. Looks like Sakurai, boss, may be fatiguing a bit. Seems to be having a little difficulty breathing.
It looks like it. Nice. There we have the left hook right straight.
Good combination delivered by Gracie.
He should throw more knees also.
Yeah, looks like Sakurai's the busier in that department, as we see there. Oh, knee delivered by Sakurai with bad intentions, but he's caught with a left and a right.
Oh, nice shots there. Crossley is doing a great job in firing those bombs that he has.
Lots of pugilistic skill being exhibited by Crossley Gracie, but you're right, if he were able, that's a nice takedown, boss, but if he were able to add some knees to that arsenal, wow, he'd be lethal.
About it. Yeah, don't let Sakurai get the full guard now. Well, that's what tried to pass it.
You've mentioned even in your books, boss, and reading them, and in a position here, there is a good job there at spinning around. But why not use your palms and just drive the air out of his lungs in the abdomen area here, boss, and that would force him to even open his legs wide and then do what he's doing right here. Turn around, spin around.
You know what? What's this?
Because he's breathing already difficult.
You're absolutely right. Like laying, especially from the side mount. If you're going to lay down, you know, you grab the triceps and then you start laying down with your elbow on his rib cage, and stop him from breathing. That could be very effective.
And it's again talking about those risks, boss, that sometimes you have to take.
I know, but now he's got this side mount. No, back to the half guard. I know there are some risks, but you know, if he's in the guard and he pushes his hands on his belly, you know, the only thing that Sakurai has to do is grab the hands and pull them out.
I understand.
So he cannot really do something from that position. Knowing Sakurai, you know, I mean, the way he holds his half guard, it's very good. Every time that Crossley tries to escape it, he goes right back into it.
Final minute now, this opening round, one that's been close at times, but it looks like Crossley Gracie now as he's finally, well, it looks like he was going to pass the guard there, but Sakurai doing a good job, again, of snagging him into his web, if you will, and it's into the closed guard now. So you're right. I mean, the veteran Sakurai, he's, you know, got some tricks as well.
He's got some tricks, but he's losing this round.
Oh, for sure. And Crossley Gracie, the debut so far, pretty impressive. And, you know, he said that he's the new generation, and he's definitely added to the Gracie arsenal, if you will, because he's showing some good combinations. And, in fact, Crossley Gracie in great shape, and for sure that first 10 minutes definitely belongs to the American by the way of Brazil.
Yeah, you're right. Sakurai looks fatigued, sitting in his corner, doesn't look fresh. Not that it means anything, because we have seen Nogueira in worse situations, and he comes back and he slaps on an armbar. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Bang, soccer kick, and give me one more. This one works. Okay, bam, there you got number 2. Bam, and that knee to the solar plexus. You see that? It looked like it was a hit.
Yeah, he took the wind out of him there momentarily, for sure. And he just avoided that one to the face.
That's what Crossley should do with Sakurai. He's tired, go to the body. Yeah. I mean, he's got good power, and with his legs, he's got long, sticky legs. He can put in really cool knees. Wow. Yeah, round number 2. What is it going to be? Sakurai, yeah, I said it how many times in this whole event. He's really has to do something in order to win this fight.
And that's the whole concept again, and we can, you know, beat it to death. Yeah, I mean, but it's true, boss. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's not a typical Pride fight where there's 1 10-minute round, 2 5-minute rounds, and the fighters need to be aware of that. And people can say, well, aren't they? But no, they're focused on the fight. But this is it. 5 minutes left. Sakurai needs to do something now. He has to pull out all the stops. Crossley Gracie making his debut here right now, and I will say it wouldn't surprise me if these guys don't keep it standing for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, Sakurai, from my point of view here, the people at home couldn't see it, but he had his hands in his side, you know, both hands.
Oh, he's tired. He's tired, no doubt. And there's a nice takedown by Gracie.
Side mount. He's got the side mount.
Cross-side position for Gracie.
Let not skip him out.
But let's rein in some knees now, boss.
Yeah, but you know what? The difficulty is, if he reins in the left knee, Sakurai could get the half guard again. So that's what probably he doesn't want to take the risk. Knees to the head will be good.
Well, that's it. Why not a right knee then?
Yeah, left knee, I should keep on the hip. Don't let him escape. And otherwise go for the full mount.
That was interesting, a little pat on the head.
Create distance. I don't know what. Oh,
there it is,
nice.
beautifully done.
He was just waiting for it.
One fluid motion, Gracie has the mount. But now what is he going to do? There's the bucking motion by Sakurai, and he'll have to do that again. Explode those hips if he wants to escape.
Wow, Crossley's doing so great by holding the head of Sakurai when Sakurai tries to throw him off, because you can't throw anybody off if they get your head. Look,
yeah, you control the head, you control the body.
That's perfect. Very good. Very well balanced. Yeah.
Hard to believe this kid only has 1 MMA fight under his belt, eh, boss?
It's crazy. Look at this, striking power too. You know, he's using his reach, everything. It's perfect.
Now he's got his back, and let's see if he can get both hooks in here, boss.
If he can pull this one off for a choke, he's probably going for an armbar now.
I think so, yes. It looks like.
Also looked like it, huh?
On his left arm there, you're right. Although, because now he's going to maybe sink in the hooks. And of course, Sakurai, he'll try his best to maybe look for the back door escape. But yeah, and that's what he's going for here, boss. But Gracie has to watch his balance here now, boss, and his positioning.
Yeah, but armbar, see? He is.
Yep.
Yep, there's the armbar. He's got it. He's got it. He's got to cross his feet. Cross the feet so he don't lose it.
Now he's got to break that grip. And look at Sakurai now.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it flexed and he's tapped out. Crossley Gracie has just submitted Hayato Maha Sakurai with the armbar. Very impressive debut for Crossley Gracie.
Yep, new generation, like he said. He's the complete package right
is
there.
He ever.
Striking and on the ground.
2 minutes and 9 seconds of the second round, and Crossley Gracie submits the veteran Hayato Maha Sakurai. Crossley Gracie.
Wow, he's
very
going to
impressive.
He's going to be difficult to beat.
Oh, for sure.
Him and Gomi, that would be a good matchup also.
And what about him and Ryo Chonan at 185 pounds, boss? We've just seen two stars who have served notice that they're forces to be reckoned with in back-to-back matchups. And really, for Bushīdo, why not? Ryo Chonan versus Crossley Gracie. That would be a great match. Here, boss, let's take you back to the action.
Yeah, he's got the mount position, and like we said before, you know, he's taking some distance so that the strikes can travel long. He's doing everything perfect, and now he's going to go for that armbar, which is a risky thing to do, but you see the way he sets it up, it's unbelievable. Throws him over, crosses his feet, very important. People say don't cross your feet, but forget about it. Always cross your feet, because otherwise they're going to push that left leg off. And there we go, and the way he broke that grip is perfect with the elbow up. It's exactly like I've advised people to do it. It's unbelievable, very good.
He made his debut. He looks like a veteran. Crossley Gracie submits Hayato Maha Sakurai. Very impressive win here at Bushīdo 5.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna hear a lot of this guy. Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, how are you?
All right, boss. Boss, did you get your ticket yet?
I got my ticket.
Not for this gun show, you didn't.
What are you gonna do tonight, man? I mean, come on, the fight is just moments away.
I'm gonna knock Gomi out 3 minutes into the fight. If he stands with me, because I'm no joke.
What was that, what you were saying about trash or something?
Oh, Gomi means trash in Japanese, so I'm here to take out the trash. That's why they brought me way from the United States to come take out the trash, you know? And they're gonna pay me good for it. So as you can see, I could use it.
Man, I was looking at those, I thought you had two ties on, like two ties, but now I realize it's the inside of your pockets.
That means they're empty.
But they're gonna be full loaded when you come back.
They're gonna be loaded when I knock Gomi out for that $800 perfect sky cam. I need it. My kids need it. My lawyer need it for my kids. Gomi, there's a price on your head, bro. I'm here to get it.
This is it, boss. It's time for the main event of Bushīdo 5, Team Japan versus the world. It is going to be Japan versus the United States of America. And from Ocala, Florida, a guy with, well, the chip on his shoulder is the size of the state of Florida, and it's the crazy horse, Charles Bennett. And, yeah,
wow,
I'll let you describe this, boss.
I don't know what it is. One thing in the interview, he's a special person, that's one thing for sure. And seeing the footage on him, man, He is funny, charismatic. He's got the whole package. Exactly what I'm said in the opening. This could be, look at this. Who's who? They're two angry men with goatees. Now, I wouldn't say that a goatee is ugly because I have one myself, but not that long.
Well, already an auspicious debut in Pride for Crazy Horse Charles Bennett. A King of the Cage veteran in the United States. And yes, a shot here at Bushīdo to send shockwaves throughout the entire MMA world because he will face the most dominant fighter in the Bushīdo series, Takanori Gomi of Japan. And boss, you did the interview, and no doubt about it, he reminds us of Quentin Rampage Jackson, not only in his personality, but yeah, in the way that he talks smack.
Yep, and that is what we love. We love to have colorful people here at the Pride Fighting Championships. And look at them, bring it on. The t-shirts are saying it all. And the former t-shirts are white, and it's Rule Way was from Outcast. So you want to be a fight superstar and live large? That's probably the lines that they have to sing.
Well, we're talking about Cypress Hill.
My God, you know.
That's okay. You can go home and listen to your Barry Manilow and Nana Muscuri records. Don't worry about the hip-hop. Leave that to the
I can say
younger
everything
kids,
wrong.
but.
It's okay anyway.
So Charles Crazy Horse Bennett makes his way to the ring. Fighting style, well, he's a street fighter, plain and simple. Likes to brawl, goes for body slams, not afraid to go toe-to-toe on the ground. He likes to launch the knees.
Yeah. I was wondering who it was, the person with the white neck or the one with the black neck.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ruchin.
They're very smart, though, because they both have blue tape around their wrists, which is something that the twins didn't do.
All right, now Osaka Castle Hall should definitely come alive because here is a fighter who has definitely incinerated all competition in Bushīdo. He's the Fireball Kid, Takanori Gomi. 3 straight wins since he came into Pride, all of them in Bushīdo. In his debut at Bushīdo 2, he overwhelmed Brazil's Jadison Costa with strikes. He KO'd Hal Gracie with a knee in just 6 seconds at Bushīdo 3, giving Gracie his first loss ever. And then at Bushīdo 4, he made Fabio Melo his latest victim, vanquishing him via TKO with strikes.
Nice little record there. And look at him now. He looks like almost he's afraid. And once the bell rings, he changes. It's like the movie Over the Top when he puts the cap and he turns the cap around. He turns into a different person.
You know, earlier tonight we saw Luis Buscapi of Brazil victorious, and if Gomi wins tonight, he wants to fight Buscapi on our New Year's Eve extravaganza, Shockwave 2004.
Charles Crazy Horse Bennett!
Charles Bennett is 24, 5'7", 155 pounds. This is his debut in Pride Fighting Championships.
And that was hot. Under that mask, it was hot. You saw him shaking off the sweat.
Takanori Gomi is 26, 5'8", 161 pounds, as mentioned, undefeated in Pride with 3 straight victories. All right, boss, this is it, the main event. Takanori Gomi, with all the momentum behind him. Bennett, of course, is here to spoil his party. And Crazy Horse Charles Bennett has definitely got the charisma. He's definitely got the rap down, and we're going to find out if he can back up those words in the ring.
Okay, one thing from my side that I want to say, this fight is not going to go past 5 minutes. That's really what I think. I think this is going to be an explosion here in the beginning.
They touch gloves. Bushīdo 5's main event is about to begin. Gomi and Bennett And already the gamesmanship has started.
Now that is funny.
He's starting the psychological warfare. There are those, of course, who believe that Bennett may need a psychologist after that interview did with him, boss. But there he is. Catches him with the right hand. Gomi responds with a right of his own. And there is tension here at the Osaka Castle Hall. This is the fight the fans wanted to see, and Gomi misses with that wild right. And you know what, boss? When you talk about a possible weakness for Gomi, that is one of them there. Sometimes his punches can be of the wild variety.
Yep, and can be countered with a simple right straight. There's a lot of power with it.
Oh, misses with the uppercut. Gomi now with a double leg. Has side control.
To the side mount. Did you see how he moved to the side mount?
And into the mount now. Nicely done by Gomi. And this is now dangerous territory for Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett should get out of here and he does this again.
And a good backdoor escape here by Bennett. Good job. Knee strikes by Gomi. And already doing some trash talking in the ring as well is Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. So he really wants to take Gomi away from his game plan. Of course, it would help if Gomi maybe could understand what he was saying. Now into the closed guard goes Gomi. And maybe this is some kind of a moral victory already for Bennett because he's withstood the first couple of minutes here, boss. And what do you think?
I don't know, man. I really have to see what the whole fight's going to be. He did a pretty good job in escaping that full mount there. That's why I always say don't go for full mount, because I think it's very overrated, the mount position. Especially low when they sit on the belly. When you have a high mount, it's more difficult to get your opponent off. But
and you really see already that Gomi's having little difficulty in going to mount position and side control, and now he has his back high position, has the hooks in, and maybe going for the rear naked choke here. Spins him around, boss.
He's trying, but it's not working.
And up to his feet again goes Bennett. Misses with a wild right. Now catches him there with a right.
Yeah.
We have a great fight here between Gomi and Bennett. Ghosts him. They exchange.
Look at that trading. No, yes, no, no, That's the game they're playing.
Nice left hand by Bennett.
Oh,
and
body shot!
Connect.
Nice body shot.
Misses with the right. Now a single leg by Gomi. In fact, going for the double leg and a slam takedown.
Nice.
Into side position, boss.
This is dangerous with the knees now. He's going for a reverse figure four, it looks like. No.
And Bennett has him. The face lock there. Of course, he was in better position, might have the guillotine, but of course now it's a side control for Gomi. No danger whatsoever.
Yep. Good, Mauro. These knees, those are dangerous. See, that's what I mean.
And it looks like Bennett is in trouble.
Yep, he should block those knees, but you see, you don't know where they're going to come. They can come from the side, they can go from the top.
And you know, when you take a look at Bennett's really impressing me on the bottom, though, boss, with his ability to turn the tables and really look at that. Back to his standing position. And now there's Bennett with a slam.
Good reversal there from
Beautifully done, and we are having a fight here, ladies and gentlemen. Bushīdo 5, Bennett and Gomi.
Yeah. This is a good fight.
Entertaining matchup.
Oh, Bennett should throw knees.
Right hand by Gomi.
And another knee. Oh,
and a knee by Gomi now, right hand. And Gomi now goes downstairs, the double leg takedown. And this is where he does have the upper hand, though, boss, is going with the mount. But Bennett has looked very good thus far in giving Gomi all he can handle in the first round of Bushīdo 5's main event. And even Gomi, with the stutter step there momentarily, boss, with the punch.
He should escape this position again. Start bucking up. As soon as Gomi loads up for a punch, he should buck up as high as he can.
And you know what,
Gomi has to look for balance.
That frenetic pace, it seems like it's already taken the toll on both fighters here, as they both seem to be needing this rest right now. In the mount position, Gomi, again, winding up, loading up, raining in the right hands, and there's an arm bar waiting to be taken, but doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's going to set it up, though, you see?
And you could see that this is where Bennett is not well schooled, is from this position, boss.
Yeah, but who is with Gomi on top?
Well, you're right.
In that weight class. Yeah. There the corner, Thomas Denny is saying, watch out for those knees, and it was on the money because right away, Gomi went for that left knee to the head. He's working for the reverse figure four as it looks like he's gonna get it.
They're going for the Kimura now as Gomi.
He's setting up, he should secure the head. He should secure the head, he doesn't secure the head, look at this.
Man, does Bennett have all kinds of guts and heart. He's gonna break his arm here, Bob. This is unbelievable. And he looks like he could escape.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy Horse Bennett.
This is crazy. This will throw a lot of power out of Gomi. If he can't pull this one up.
Oh my goodness, unbelievable. What a performance though from Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. Tremendous fight.
He didn't tap.
He did not tap.
He didn't tap. He's pushing the referee away. He didn't tap. He's pushing the referee away.
This is interesting. At 5 minutes and 52 seconds of the opening round, and you could see in the corner, Bennett's corner, saying that he didn't tap. So, boss, it's interesting, but Takanori Gomi, full credit. I mean, a typical Takanori Gomi performance. One of the best fighters at his weight class, but let's give Charles Crazy Horse Bennett credit as well. They're saluting him. The fans also applauding the efforts of Bennett. A tremendous main event here at Bushīdo 5.
Yeah, this was good. Bennett came out, and his trash talking was way up there with his fighting skills. That's one thing for sure.
Oh, man, tell me about it. Let's take a look. And both these fighters, yeah, that's awesome. This is what we like to see, an embracing. And Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, definitely coming from a smaller promotion in the United States, being put in the pressure cooker, boss. A main event against that man, a Japanese superstar. Let's take a look here, boss.
Yeah, it's just, it's like Carlos Newton had an armbar on, and you think, okay, this is over. This, what he has
look,
now,
it's
going to
triple jointed.
This is unbelievable. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
But did he verbally tap, boss?
No. He didn't tap. He didn't verbally tap, not at all.
Well, what's...
The referee just thought, okay, maybe the referee heard something pop. It's very possible.
Very possible.
You know, I mean, look at this. It's
look at Gomi. Look at Gomi, too. I mean, wow. Yeah, it's, wow. That's awesome. Tremendous fight. Takanori Gomi with the Kimura, and that was one of the most amazing Kimuras I've ever seen, boss. And Crazy Horse Charles Bennett.
Look at this. Look at that.
Unbelievable. And there you have it. Takanori Gomi picks up the win, and he has the microphone. Let's listen in.
今日は平日なんですけど、大阪で最高です。
He salutes the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall.
選手がすごく盛り上がってますけど、武士道のライト級が世界で一番と胸張れるように頑張っていきます。どこのリングの選手にも負けません。
He hopes to one day make his weight class one of the best in the world, and he definitely is the standard bearer right now for this weight class, boss.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, boss, during the fight, as he mentioned to us, he would now like to challenge Brazilian top teams, Luis Buscape, who we saw win his match earlier tonight. He wants to open up the New Year's extravaganza Shockwave 2004, which, by the way, fans at home can see January 2nd on pay-per-view. He wants to fight him on that show. And, wow, Takanori Gomi, a tremendous victory. But, boss, you know what? This is definitely... As we take a look at the replay again, I wouldn't mind seeing these two guys go at it again.
No, listen, they need to have Charles Crazy Horse Bennett back because he delivered a performance. It was crazy. Like his name, it's crazy. Look at this. This is also crazy again.
He almost escaped from this, boss. I can't believe it. Wow, okay, it was definitely a crazy, crazy performance from Charles Bennett. All right, and as we take a look there at Takanori Gomi, boss, your thoughts on what transpired here at Bushīdo 5. We promised to deliver, you know, more than we've seen in past Bushidos, and I think we did just that.
I really think we did just that. Not just that, we did it. I mean, there were some crazy fights. We saw some crazy submissions, good knockouts. I think tonight we saw the whole package.
Okay, well, we see Takanori Gomi leaving the ring, and right now, let's go back to the dressing rooms and find out the thoughts of Charles Crazy Horse Bennett.
I think he's not going to be very happy.
You don't seem too disappointed.
I am.
Talk about the fight, man.
Gomi, I surprised him as well as he was surprised. You know, a lot of stuff I brought out is just he didn't live up to his standards. He said he was gonna engage if I wanted to stand. Well, he didn't want to engage. He found out that my power is hell of a bad.
Yeah, you knocked the wind out of him there with that body shot.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. He was shocked. So, you know, it's...
So what happened, though? Did you tap? Did you not tap?
No, I didn't tap. I you know, in cases like that, I give that to people, you know. That's what makes me crazy, you know what I'm saying? To give something so deep and to overcome it, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes me, you know. Arm bar, any kind of submission, I give it, you know, and it's like once I give it to you and you take it, then it could be a mistake. It's something like a possum, you know what I'm saying? You know how a possum play dead? But that's how the arm bars, that's how the submissions. If I give it to you and you take it, then you could be in trouble.
The ref said that he stopped it because he was afraid that basically your arm was going to snap.
No.
For your safety.
I mean, if there was any pain, I would have tapped.
Was there any pain?
No pain. No pain. That's why I didn't tap. You know what I'm saying? If there was any pain, I would have tapped. My arm is so fucking strong, you know, both of them. Look at these mother. I've been to jail a lot. You know, I mean.
We didn't see that. Can you pull out? What is that again?
Jail. Meaning no women. Straight ejaculation.
Right that last.
So you want obviously you want to come back.
Yes, and when I come back, could it be with Gomi again? It's a point that I gotta prove to this guy, and it's a point that I gotta prove to myself. You know, I mean, hey, he wanted to stand, but he didn't stand. Hey, I wanted to stand, but he didn't stand. So I want to come back for him again, and this time it's gonna be all-out warfare. If you want to go to the ground, we're gonna go to the ground. If you want to stand, we're gonna stand. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna show this guy that I am fucking Crazy Horse, and there's no stopping me once I get on the road.
Boss, obviously Charles Crazy Horse Bennett not happy with what just transpired in the main event.
No, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but you know what? With his performance, he obviously deserves a return visit to Bushīdo.
You know what? He makes me think about Quentin Jackson. I mean, he does a lot of trash talking, very colorful, charismatic. We say it all the time. He lost his first fight. What is he going to do now? Quentin Jackson, he lost to Sakuraba, but he came back with a bang, started beating everybody up, and now he's the superstar of Pride, you know, together with Wanderlei Silva. If he takes the same path, he could have a very bright future.
You know, Bushīdo means the way of the warrior, and tonight, a lot of warriors displayed the samurai spirit. We hope you enjoyed Bushīdo 5 from the Osaka Castle Hall here in Japan. Now, boss, of course, coming up December 10th, you've been with Pride a long, long time, my friend. You've seen a lot of nasty knockouts. December 10th, Pride Fighting Championships, for the first time, has put together a compilation of some of the best knockouts. We're calling it Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts.
Wow, this is going to be unbelievable. You people have to watch it at home. And you know what? Why not have a little taste of that show?
Pride Fighting Flashback.
Ready, go!
Pride Fighting Championship demolition, and there's that right hand. They're duking it out. Don Frye with the right hand. Takayama. Synchronized punching. Both guys wailing away with right hands. Takayama looking really bad here. Frye blasting the right and the left now. Wow.
I've never seen a thing like this in my life.
In boxing, holding and hitting is illegal, but not mixed martial arts.
Unbelievable. Now, everything that we was going tonight, this made it up right here. Unbelievable.
The thing is, when you're holding and hitting, you can't torque the body and get the knockout punch. But man, that was outrageous.
Oh my God! Look at Takayama's face.
There's a big mouse just under the left eye, Yoshihiro Takayama. But man, he took down shot. But it would be interesting to see when they get some distance, what's going to happen.
Like I said, he's not going to back down.
No, no, no.
He doesn't look that good.
One thing about both these guys, back down does not factor into their makeup. Takayama with a... Oh! Knee by Takayama, what a surprise! That guy is... Oh, God! I'm going to lose my hearing. The crowd is so loud. I had no idea.
Oh, this Christ, look at this.
This is unbelievable. I had no idea that they were going to put this much zip into their zap.
I've never seen something like this before. First time, man. Unreal.
Well, Frye took that knee, but Takayama used a smart game plan. Is Takayama going to drop back again and try to take him down? I think it would be a mistake. Man.
Oh, God, he looks bad now.
Yes, he does. That mouse has turned into a rat under his left eye, and pretty soon it's going to turn into an elephant. That's a big lump.
Yeah, Don in the punching and change lost his mouthpiece. You saw it flying out. Whoa. Whoa, you can hear the punches.
I think it's going to be the uppercut that will be the telling blow for Don Frye.
I think so too.
I think that as soon and Takayama made no secret. He said he's going to throw punches and knees. He's also he's already connected with one knee to Don Frye. And Frye is starting to huff and puff a little bit. But like I said before, I think it's Frye's uppercut that will be the damaging blow here. Whoa. Man, this is a war.
Oh, those punches. He's going to feel his hands tonight. That's one thing for sure.
Yes, especially that right hand.
To the body he should hit.
Takayama looking terrible right now.
KO there.
It's going to be a KO.
It's got to be. This cannot go to the past.
No, and he rocked him right there. Don rocked him with the right hand.
And again, you shouldn't throw a knee. Don't you throw a knee to the midsection. Just to distract him, and knock out me, and then go for the head again.
Wow. Subtlety is not in evidence in this match. Both guys trying to terminate with extreme prejudice with punching. Now they're taking a little bit of a breather, trying to get their second win, and they're probably going to need the third and fourth win if they keep this up.
Yeah. It is crazy. I would go body shots now, especially because you're breathing heavy. Oh, look at that.
Takayama looks like he's crying on Don Frye's shoulder here.
Nice, you see, there you go. You should throw that knee again.
Takayama likes to collect old American cars. Now, he's only got one, but it's a Chevy Chevelle. Now, Don Frye would probably appreciate that car being the American that he is.
Went straight to the body.
They're having the doctor look at the moose under his eye. Boss, this has been a war.
I've never, the beginning, and then they did it again. We got to see Whatever happens, we're going to see that again in the replay.
Okay, folks, the Pride video game is available right now, but in some ways, this will be soon available. But this was a lot like a video game. Okay, here we go again.
Whoa. Right straight to the body with the left hook. That's no prize secret here.
Oh, look at that. Don is teeing off of Takayama. Takayama trading back.
Oh, God.
Don said that his game plan is to not get hurt against Takayama. Takayama maybe had a different idea on that. Although Don has done, so there's the uppercut.
And there's only 5 minutes in the round. We're halfway the first round. It's crazy.
They're going to drop from exhaustion. They're just putting it all on the line. Bad move. Takayama tried to take Don down and maybe spin, but he didn't get the spin part down, so now Don is mounted on top of Takayama. Takayama starting to become a poster boy for Everlast.
Side choke. No. Yeah. You're absolutely right. That this is a bad position, man, to be a predator on top.
Because we don't know that Takayama has got a good defense against the mount. Hopefully, for his sake, he does.
There you go. Look at the arm.
He's not going to right. Exactly.
He's going to go for it. He's going to set it up with it. It's the second attempt he has. He had. Whoa, you can hear the man.
Oh, there it is. Referee stoppage. And a good one. Yeah, Yuji Shimada was really on top of things because there was no need for Takayama to think anymore. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
It looks like a possum right there. And it was 6 minutes and 10 seconds in round number 1. Wow.
I want to see the replay of the first punching exchange.
Me too.
This fight was above all that I expected. What a beautiful fight.
Yeah, it was really a great cap, and you know, it really lived up to the name of the event in Demolition, because they both tried to demolish each other. It was Don Pride who demolished Takayama. Wow.
Unbelievable. Here we go.
There he is. Don the Predator Pride. Don Pride says that he wants to fight Mike Tyson in boxing.
In boxing.
And I said, wait a minute, boxing? You want to fight him in mixed martial arts? And he said, well, if I'm going to challenge Mike Tyson, it'd be like challenging Tiger Woods at anything other than golf. He wanted to fight him in his own game. And I thought, wow, but judging by what he did today, it might be a slugfest. And he got it by ground and pound. It was a TKO. Yuji Shimada, the referee, stepped in and stopped the fight. Don Pride victorious. We also saw another demolition tonight when Bob Sapp demolished Kiyoshi Tamura.
11 seconds. He took him out. Tamura's game plan was to stick and move, but Bob Sapp didn't let him move. He went right at him, and even though that Tamura was running to the sides, Bob Sapp caught him, knocked him down, and then those big sledgehammers drilled into the head, and it was the end of the story. 11 seconds.
And Emelianenko Fedor has made a big splash in the Pride Fighting Championships. He came in here and faced the giant Sidney Schultz and pounded out a unanimous decision, a ground and pound victory over him. But it was Gilbert Ivel who really went to war on the ground, took Jeremy Horn into his favorite place, the ground, and lost a very close one. But Jeremy Horn will be back, but Gilbert showed a lot of improvement, even in losing.
Oh, I think so too. I think that Gilbert improved so much, he's going to be very tough to beat now. If he's going to continue to learn what he just did in the last few months, he's going to be a very dangerous fighter.
So that's been it, the Pride Fighting Championships. Don Pride has got something to say in the ring, though.
Pride Fighting Flashback.
Boss, now that's what I call knockouts, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Wow, did you see that?
You know, what's even better about all that? That was just a taste.
a little taste.
Yes, my friends, make sure you order Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts for the first time ever, coming to pay-per-view December 10th. Well, tonight, boss, it was Bushīdo 5. No, please.
I was loading up.
Save that for December 10th when we'll just be talking about the knockouts, not actually performing any of our own. But tonight, some knockouts were performed. Of course, it was a great show from here at the Osaka Castle Hall. And Boss Rutan, your final thoughts, my friend.
My final thoughts, I thought this was a great event. Bushīdo rocked again. We see Gracie, my God, the back, you know, fighting skills. He's got it all, the whole package. I think it was an incredible night.
All right, so we encourage you to join us again December 10th, Pride Fighting Championships, Hardcore Knockouts for Boss Rutan El Guapo. I'm Mauro Ranallo saying good night from Osaka Castle Hall. Bushīdo 5, Team Japan versus the world.
And now he comes.